Hey. Alrighty, y'all. Hang on a sec. We need to get this picture straight. It's been a while. It's been a while, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. Looks like we lopsided. Did that help? It helps a little bit. All right, y'all. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We are back. We got our channel back. And I am very, very happy. We got our channel back, ladies and gentlemen. We did get our channel back. We got flagged for talking about the nerd Terry Kenneth So, we're going to leave Kenneth Bird alone. We'll just mention him on this channel a little bit. We not really going, mention, Kenneth Bird, the Bird man. We not really going to mention him. If y'all understand what I'm saying. But we will. YouTube says that we have been bullying Kenneth Bird. But yet, listen to Kenneth Bird, ladies and gentlemen. He live right now. Listen to Kenneth Bird right now. Listen to him right now.
Mr. Williams is going to jail.
Listen to him.
Williams is done. Williams, I hope you understand that court order we put through, you show up here in Pennsylvania, I will have you arrested. You understand? You'll be arrested by Allentown Police. And you also will be arrested by the FBI. Post office, the federal agency will arrest you.
He can't even talk. He lying. He can't even talk.
Or bench warrant.
He lying. He can't even talk, ladies and gentlemen. He's a loser. Kenneth Bird a loser. But anyway, anytime he say anyway, he lying. You're a liar.
He did all that for that picture. Wow. How dumb can you be?
We ain't been live in a minute, y'all. Apologize for the quality.
Picture that everybody else on YouTube laughs at. It's supposed to be the ugliest thing they've ever seen in their life. That's what you gave up everything for. Man.
No, Kenneth Bird, that's what you did. You gave up everything for black screen paint. You gave up everything. When you were selling that gray screen paint and people were stuck in the house, you were making money. But you started getting competition. You started getting competition from Screen Innovations, from Black Diamond. You was getting competition from Crow and Partey. And you decided that you were going to do black. And it cost you everything. Black paint has cost you everything. You sitting there on that bench. Look at those cheap pair pants he got from the damn Goodwill. Look at them raggedy shoes. He got new shoes. Them pieces of crap. They're like garbage. You got there to show it on camera. You got no shame. You a loser. You had them same pants on every that time you were live. You got the same clothes. Come on, kid. Am I bullying him? You too. YouTube says I'm bullying you. Well, we're back on the channel. We got flagged because YouTube said we were bullying Kenneth Bird. Yeah, Kenneth Bird is live making threats on all these people, trying to lock them up, trying to take their money, trying to separate them from their kids and families, and YouTube don't say shit. Make that make sense. This man literally only comes on here to try to sell that fake paint, and he ain't got no place to do a demonstration from. So this man basically comes on here to lie, cheat, steal, threaten, harass, bully, and YouTube says nothing. But yet, if you say something about this man, YouTube gonna come get you. Somebody make that make sense. This man literally has no place to go. He homeless. He in a homeless shelter. If he ain't in a shelter, he at his sister's house on the living room floor. He's still homeless. He ain't paying no bills. You go into a garage to learn how to use a paint sprayer. You ain't got no place to paint anything, idiot. You ain't got no money to buy a $600 paint sprayer. Because that's what you're going to need, sir, if you're going to do what Rick Takarada did. You're going to need $600 paint sprayer. Do you have it? No, you don't, sir. You keep talking about you're going to file all these lawsuits. First it was 3 years ago, 2 summers ago, when it was going to be January, it was going to be February, it was going to be March. Now we about to go into May, and then you talking about this summer. You said Crow was going down 3 Mondays ago. You said Mr. Williams was going down 4 Mondays ago. This new guy you picking on, Philip, whatever, he supposed to been gone last Monday. Well, Monday was yesterday. Do you have any arrests? Do you have any convictions? Do you have anything, Kenneth Bird? Do you have anything? No, you don't. Because you're a loser. I'm sorry, you're a loser. We can sit here and listen to you lie. You ain't got nothing. You down right now. You broke.
Yeah. But technically, you gave up for food. Hopefully it work it.
Can I show y'all a real screen while we listen to Kenneth Bird? Can I show y'all what a real screen supposed to look like? I know the screen ain't perfect, y'all. This was spur of the moment. We got the channel back. See, I'm doing laundry for tomorrow.
Don't worry, little monitors. You won't be around.
Let them do them.
Make sure that when we reach the new technology in 2027, I'm going to have you in jail right now. I'm planning to have you already taken care of. So you won't be around.
This will make him a loser, y'all. He talking about 2027. You need money now.
Nothing will happen to you. It's funny, when you make that statement, that's right around the time we tracked down Williams. That Williams got built. Remember that statement that was made? I remember that. I remember a guy came in and said, "Don't worry, people, nothing's going to happen to any one of us." And that's when we tracked Phillips. Don't make that mistake. That's a dumb statement to me. I copied and screenshot it. That was beautiful. Don't worry, nothing's going to happen to anyone.
No, none that's happened to anyone.
When you look up Phillips' information, what was the first thing that came up? Now, you know what came up. Don't worry. Nothing's going to happen to anyone.
I don't know nothing about Phillips and don't care, Kenneth Barrett. I know that you are down right now. You're either homeless, you're in that little room over top of the restaurant, or you back on your sister's laundry room floor. Those are your only three options. And all of them are loser options. You are a loser. I'm sorry, sir. You're a loser. Difference between me and you, Kenneth Barrett, is you just retarded. You say you don't care about YouTube views, then why you keep coming to YouTube? If you don't care about YouTube views and you don't need YouTube, why do you keep coming to YouTube? Huh? If you got all these businesses and we only seen two and we ain't seen none of them the past week, when the last time you been in Aroma? When the last time you been to that all value crap? Last time you been there? You loser? They ain't got tired of you and put you out. So where you going now? You at the park. You back at the park, Kenneth Barrett. And it ain't Arts Park. He had a different park. It's called Watts Park or something. I want to know why you keep talking about what somebody else thinking. You don't know what somebody else thinking. You don't. You don't know what's in somebody else's head. You be talking about somebody did this, somebody did that. If that is Crow sending you emails, I don't know why he wastes his time. I don't know why he wastes his time sending you anything. I know I wouldn't. I don't send you nothing. You ain't worth it. Ain't no reason to spend any money on you or time. All you gonna do is piss it. Go buy some Doritos with it. Go buy some cheap tater chips. Not even the Utz, the good stuff. Not even the Frito-Lay. You go in a dollar store and get them no names. You keep trying to talk about you this and you that. You ain't nothing. You ain't about nothing. I'm not cyberbullying you. I'm telling you the truth about yourself. You come out here and make all these threats and don't do nothing. Well, I told you I was going to kill your sales. They done. Your trolls kept saying, he don't watch you. He don't pay you no mind. But you trying to make me be somebody I'm not. But you not paying me no mind, right? You come on here and you lie. You lie on the minister. Knowing that he not Mr. Williams. You lie on the PC King. Knowing he not this Phillip guy. You lie on Silent Wake 5. Knowing that he not Daniel McAfee. You know this. You've been threatening to get Crow deported for 2 years. He's still here. For a whole year, you've been threatening to get him evicted from a place he said he don't live anymore. So you were contacting the lawyer. What happened? I mean, the landlord. You were contacting Crow's landlord. What happened? I thought you were suing the minister's building. I don't know what they're going to be able to do about the minister making videos on you. That's all the minister done. Ain't never sent you an email. Ain't never been on your website. You got to prove this shit. You say I'm a scammer? The minister is a scammer. He scam old people. Where they at? I scam people in the building I live in. Where they at? You can't just say something. You got to back it up. This is why you're not going to make it in court. All you talk about court and all this, you read the stuff on Google. You what they call book smart. Somebody read a book. I'm going to fight Mike Tyson. Let me read a book about him. And then you got people that's battle tested that go in the gym and say, I'm going to train on how to fight Mike Tyson. Who going to do better? Kenneth Bird, who sit here on Google all night? Or somebody that go out there in the trenches? I've been in the courtroom before. I know how to carry myself. I know you got to have probable cause. In order for you to have somebody come knock on this door, you must show probable cause. That postcard that Mr. Williams sent you, I've shown you the video. It take me seconds to disprove it. Seconds. Go right on Google Chat and click the link and it show me opening the door. It takes seconds. You're defeated. And wherever I go, it's on my phone. That means wherever I go. So that's done data. You don't have that. You can't prove the email addresses. That's not me. You don't have my IP address. You don't have nothing. All that stuff you talk, that's all it is stuff. You making up in your head. You got to get to a court and prove it. So prove it. Take me to court, punk. I'm not going to spend no money so that you can try to countersue. No, you going to put the money out. I'm going to countersue you. Make you pay all the court costs and make you pay me some money, punk. I'm taking your raggedy projectors. I'm taking your company name. I'm taking your website. You get your sister to join you. I'm taking all her crap. You get the Marine to join you. I'm taking all his crap. Anybody you get to join with you. The Allentown Police Department will take that crap. The Allentown FBI will take that crap. Anybody dumb enough to follow you with no proof don't deserve no mercy. They don't deserve no mercy. And we're going to put our foot on their neck and get everything we can get. I dare you. Take me to court, please. I'm begging you. Take me to court, Kenneth Bird. Because I'm having fun making fun of you. And the worst thing that can happen to me is YouTube flag me. Oh, well. Oh, well. It didn't stop me, did it? I still been nailing you. You still ain't got a sale, punk. You had a sale, you with me out here crying. Yeah. Do you even have a place to even make your paint? I know your sister ain't letting you do it in her house. She see what that paint done to you and brought you down. You are a paint junkie. You are a paint addict. If somebody addicted to alcohol, addicted to drugs, you addicted to the screen paint. You think it's going to make you rich. And you got the devil in your head telling you, don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to nobody. Even though it ain't working, keep doing it. And you keep doing it. That's why I can call you insane and can stand in front of a judge and say, yes. Stand in front of a jury. Yes, Your Honor, he is insane. The man only had 4 sales in 2025. The man ain't had a sale since November of 25. We about to go into May of 26. Why is he coming on here live talking about a paint that ain't selling? He ain't making no money. Yeah, he get up every morning and come out here and try and sell us crap and don't get no result. Isn't that what insanity is? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result and not getting it? So Kenneth Bird is insane in the membrane. And I can say that. I just proved to you how I can say it. To do the same thing over and over again, expect a different result. That's the definition of being insane. That's insanity. That means you ready for the crazy place. That means you ready to be strapped into that white suit and thrown into that room. When you keep doing the same thing over and over again and not getting no result and you still come out there like you is. That's what being crazy is. It's crazy. So Kenneth Bird, what you gonna do, sir? You keep making all these threats. What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing. Except this. That's all you can do.
What you say? That's like almost saying that, don't worry, commit all the sin you want. You'll die, you'll never go to hell. You know it's still behind that one.
Let me hang these clothes up.
Now, you guys got so much pressure right now. Between figuring out when you're going to end up getting one of those letters to court, to losing everything, and bigger one, if you're married and have kids, you're never going to see them again. You're going to go to jail, you know that, right? You're going to jail. All right. Some of you will be leaving the country and you'll never come back. God knows where they're going to put you at. Well, it's going to be pretty bad. I know that for that much. Everything in the outcome business is going to be bad. And the rest of you little scatterbacks around, I got a private staff investor. I'm going to hire a couple of these people that track you down on YouTube. Even if you left, I'm going to make sure my lawyers can get access to YouTube's whole thing. Once this case blows up, we're going to get access to YouTube, their legal department, and your IP address. You know that, right? You need to delete your account with the stickers. You can't escape this at all, period. No, let's just say, God forbid, you die. Right? You can't escape anything. Because
Here come the preaching.
You attack the Christian. You attack the
Here come the
Christian.
preaching.
So you're still going to have to suffer that now.
Here come the
all
preaching.
those things you committed on this planet since you've been here.
Here come the preaching, the loser boy.
And you have that waiting for you.
He out of lies, now he's the
Eternal
preaching.
damnation. In prison. God knows what will happen to you in that place.
Here come the preaching.
You lose everything you have. Maybe lose your wife. She'll probably take the kids and leave you. Especially if a woman
ran out of lies. Now you back to the preaching.
Hard that you were doing some petty nonsense like this on YouTube. Women are like that the other day. They get very, very, very upset if their man did something stupid to destroy their livelihood. Now you're going to go through a lot of pain and a lot of suffering through this. It's going to be pretty bad. I'm not saying this to laugh at your misery. It is. This is what's going to happen to you. You can't get away from this. We only tell you what we allow to tell you. You have no idea how much information we've collected on you. It's going to be bad. Very bad. I can't say it's going to be excellent. It's going to be the worst thing ever happened in your entire life. It's going to be really, really bad. And I'll say, if you say, hey, look, what if I surrender myself to Jesus? Can he save me from all this? No, he can't. Because you did crime. You have to pay for this. You don't just get out of jail free card because of that. I didn't get one. You don't get one. You are going to have to confess. In order for you to make peace with Christ and God, you're going
All right, y'all. I told y'all. Once he run out of lies, now he turned into the religion. Now he turned into the religion. If Kenneth Bird believed what he said and wasn't trying to justify all the lies he just told, a real Christian knows that we're not allowed to judge a human being. We can judge the actions of a human being, but we can't judge the human being. So when Kenneth Bird sit there and tell you what God is going to do to you, when he tells you what God going to say to you, Kenneth Bird is judging you. And he's sinning. When Kenneth Bird say, I know what you're going to do, I know what you're going to say, I know what God going to do to you, that's not a Christian's place to say that. That's why I don't say nothing to people unless they doing something really wrong, like illegal. I don't say nothing to them because they're going to have to stand before Jesus on Judgment Day. And he's going to judge them. That's his job. I don't have to like what they're doing. I don't have to be around them. I can keep it away from me. I got the right to say, hey, I don't like the behavior. But I can't do nothing about the individual. Kenneth Bird is homeless. He's a bum. The screen paint has brought him down. He's addicted to it. That's his actions. And I don't attack Kenneth Bird the person. I attack his actions. What are his actions? He don't like to pay bills. He don't like to be accountable. He don't like to be responsible. His paint not selling, nobody not buying it. So either fix the paint or do something else. Be accountable. No. His actions are, I'm going to blame Crow. I'm going to blame Mr. Williams. I'm going to blame Partey, Solid Wake Fire, the guy there. I'm going to blame Phillip. All these people, PC Kingy, all these people. It's their fault. It's their fault. That is an error in judgment. You can judge somebody who continuously makes an error in judgment, but you can only attack the action. You can't attack the person. Kenneth Bird, I would sit down and I would have dinner with you. But the minute you start talking that bull crap, I'm getting up and walking away. Do you understand the difference? Hate the sin, not the sinner. But just because I don't hate you, that don't mean I got to allow you to be around me. See, that's the difference. So, you keep talking about you gonna sue the building. Who are you suing? Who are you suing? Because I'm not Mr. Williams. So who are they coming for? Who are they coming for, Ken? Answer the question. Who are they coming for? They're not coming for the minister. Who are they coming for? If you send Mr. Williams anything about coming to court, any kind of papers or anything, I'm not Mr. Williams. Why do I give a shit? Why would I care? What am I going to Allentown for? I'm not Mr. Williams. I'm going to get a body attachment warrant. I'm not Mr. Williams. Why I give a shit? Who the warrant for? This the part your little pea brain can't get. You can't intimidate me, sir. You don't have no proof. Literally, take seconds. You talk about the envelopes. You know, Mr. Williams sent 2 letters, April the 8th and April the 9th of last year. You know that, right? I've shown them. I got into a car accident right in front of my building at 11:30 a.m. on the 10th. How was I in Tennessee on the 8th and 9th, but yet was back in Baltimore to get hit on the bus? When I showed the people downstairs those 2 letters and told them what happened, they were like, that was you? Like, yep. They said, I'm done. They were done right there. And that's what's going to happen if the police ever pull me up. They're going to be like, oh, I'm done right there. Because I'll be able to show them the paperwork from the lawyer's office. How was I in Tennessee? Hours. When did I sleep? I'm already out in the morning. I'm disabled, Kenneth Bird. How am I doing all this? You can't prove it. You're going to lose. So bring it. I'm telling you, bring it. Because you can't do it because you ain't got no money. But if you could do it, send somebody down here. They're going back empty-handed. Because there ain't no Mr. Williams here. There ain't no Mr. Williams here. I say it for a third time. There ain't no Mr. Williams here. You keep talking about the funeral home. I already contacted them and told them that you was a lunatic, not to pay you no mind. We're not worried about them. Now you talking about a youth center. I ain't heard nothing about it. Somebody want to send me that phone number to the youth center. I'll call that too. Ask them, do I need to come over there and talk to somebody? I'll go over there and take my proof. I ain't got no problem. I got the number to the local post office right there in the phone. If I need to call them and say, hey, you know, somebody keeps sending mail and this idiot think it's me, what can I do about it? This man's calling me all kinds of names. Calling me pedophile and everything. What can I do about it? Give me a reason, Kenneth Bird. Give me a reason for the season. Because while you walking around aimlessly in Allentown, not making no money, not doing nothing, I'm at the gym every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. What are you doing, Ken? Friday, I'm out. I had the new camera. Did you check out the video? It's on the React channel. We back on the big channel now. But did you watch the video? Did you see me walking around? Yeah, we were using the shopping carts as walkers, but we were walking around. Have you seen me walk? When I used to ride in that chair, you see me walking? I walked from the supermarket all the way to the Walmart, all the way to the mall. Have you seen me? I walked from the supermarket yesterday. I would have been crying taking that walk. Did you see me dancing and singing? The video's up. You see me dance. This is right in the beginning. I'm dancing and singing. Whereas before, it'd have been agony. I'm losing weight. I'm getting in better shape. My stomach going down a little bit. The fat in my face going down. I'm trying to get muscles. I'm trying to do the damn thing. Kenneth Barry, what you doing? Sitting on the bench crying. With them damn Goodwill clothes on. With that daggone raggedy phone you got, that piece of crap. You know, one of your trolls tried to attack me the other day. Because I shot a video and I roasted the hell out of you. I know you're a child of the devil. I roasted the hell out of you. Somebody was singing a song. That song was banned in all territories. So I went in and I said, well, let me erase the song. They wouldn't let me do it. They said you got to mute everything. So I took a chance and said, well, maybe they won't mute my voice. No, they muted everything. So I left it up. People kept complaining, so I went on and I took it down. Just deleted it. Because the video ain't nothing to me. All it was me roasting you. You don't listen anyway. What difference does it make? Listen to this retard.
You have to confess your sins to the law of the land and God, which means you will confess that sin not only to Jesus and God. But
okay, so you're going to confess your sin for all the landlords you didn't pay, the 2 houses that I know of, the apartment, the garage, the office, and wherever you at now. Are you going to have to atone for your sins and not paying them people? Leaving that place a mess? Are you going to atone for that sin? Are you going to atone for the sins of all the people you scammed using PayPal to not have to get that money back? Are you going to atone for your sins lying saying that you had a batch number? When somebody sent Crow a bottle of the same batch number that you showed in July, and that paint was sold in November. So you said you did a 5-gallon batch. So that's 5 bottles. So you ain't even sell 5 bottles from July to December? Come on, Ken. You make a fool of yourself. Why do you come on YouTube? I just gotta know. Why? Why do you come prove you're an idiot? I mean, you prove it. Why? Why do you prove you're an idiot?
Confess that sin to the law of the land. Why do you think there are people at the end of the day who basically commit murder? And they got away with it.
That's another problem. This guy say the same thing over and over again. At the end of the day, 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 if anybody got a problem with me, you think that my stuff don't work, sue me. If anybody got a problem with me, think my paint don't work, sue me. Sue me. You say the same thing like an old man. You be what, 58 this year? You act like you 88 with the Alzheimer's and everything. You telling the same story over and over again, still talking about what Partey and Crow did 5 years ago. We in 2026. We ain't in 2021. You still keep showing them old clips. They're old. If Crow website is down and he ain't selling paint, why are you showing his work? It's because you jealous. He making money on the 3D printing and you ain't making nothing. You jealous. Why are you live today? Because Crow made the video saying that the people wasn't even thinking about him and he made all them videos and now people are remembering and they coming back and they're getting paint orders. He said he got 12 orders, Ken. $95 a pop. How much money you made? You ain't made nothing since November 2025. I don't believe the Roman and Indian people paid you anything. Guy next door says you might have made a couple hundred. I don't think you made nothing. I think they told you to get your crap and get out of here. I believe they told you to take your raggedy projectors and your sorry paint and get out of our restaurant. That's what I believe. Now prove me wrong. Go up in there and show the man smiling. And go get a customer review with the owner of the restaurant saying that he loved that paint. Go do it. You can't. You can't get a bird because your paint is trash. It's trash. The guy that imitates your channel name, ILEG, whatever, he shot a video showing your paint. I got news for you. Your paint look better in his video than it do in yours. And it still look like crap. Hey, I meant to ask that question. I think I asked Silent Wave 5 that 2 years ago. I said, how come when y'all show Kenneth Bird paint, it look better than when he show it? I asked that 2 years ago. Why is it that Kenneth Bird paint look better when somebody else show it? Now y'all notice I ain't done no cussing. I've been keeping it nice. So YouTube gonna get their drawers in the tither, but I'm still hitting home all the points. I'm bringing all the facts. Difference between me and Kenneth Bird is if I say something, I back it up. The guy next door said Ken might be living in that room. I told you he might be. Guy next door says when Kenneth Bird keep talking about going over the other side of the bridge, That's where the homeless shelter is. Makes sense. It might not be true. Makes sense. Somebody else said he could be still living with a sister. If she's still letting him live there, knowing that that paint is just destroying him and she ain't doing nothing about it, hey, what can I do about it? Shake my head and say, oh well. But I know one thing. If she dumb enough to back him and he bring his butt down to Baltimore, he ain't coming back. I tell you that now, and it's not a threat. He going to jail. Because when the law enforcement come down here and find out that there ain't nobody down here, that's an imaginary person that he looking for, I don't think they're going to be happy. I don't think the law going to be happy when he see Kenneth Berry wasted their time. And then I'll get to sue Kenneth Berry for defamation. And I'm going to try and get him every time he called the minister a pedophile. He said it about 50 times. I want $10,000 each time he said it. How much money is that? Is that $150,000 or $500,000? Who good at math? That's what I'm going to be suing you for, sir. Every time that you said that I scammed somebody, I want $10,000. Every time you lied and said that I scammed people on YouTube, I want $10,000. Every time you lied on my Facebook page, a Facebook page that I used not even a month back in 2022 before I even knew what a screen paint was. You ain't showing nothing on that channel about no screen paint. It's only 4 or 5 videos on there. Why are you looking at old Facebook stuff? Why ain't you looking on my YouTube channel? You don't show anything from my channel. You know why you don't show it? Because it make your paint look bad. That's why. It destroys you. I make you look bad. That's why you won't do it. That's why you won't do it. That's why you won't refer to it. All you say is, yeah, and Williams. Because I'm not Mr. Williams. I am not Mr. Williams. I'm Minister Revbrothaderrick. On YouTube, in real life, I'm just Derrick. There's a difference. There is a difference. I know you don't seem to understand that, but there is a difference, sir. The person you're looking for is somebody that want to close people made up. I got an idea who it is. I'm sure I know who it is. But if all he doing is sending you letters, that's not a crime. Or getting somebody locked up for he sent you some letters, throw them in the trash can, burn them. You don't have to read them. Throw them away. How much junk mail do you get every day? What you do with it? You throw it away. You don't tell the postman, you ain't gotta bring me all this junk mail. No, you just throw it away. So when Mr. Williams sends you some mail, Kenneth Berry, just throw it away. That's what the same person would do. Oh yeah, you're insane. Okay.
They get older and older and older. Time starts to dwindle. And sooner or later, their time of death is coming sooner or later. And they know that if I don't get this together, I got to confess.
All right, let's fast forward.
They get saved, they become, okay.
There you go, preaching.
I'm definitely not taking that way, because that way is a big hill. And I'm a curve and come up this way. I try to avoid trouble when I see it coming. I do carry, I told you, I've got hollow points today. I've got the little small one on today. I can't tell you what it is. It's just small and compact. I carry it from time to time. But it's diffuses situations extremely.
Now, see, this is where I have a problem with YouTube at. This man is on here talking about he carrying hollow point bullets. Talking about he carrying a gun, but he ain't going to tell you what kind it is. This man has said that he's a felon, yet he's admitting that he's walking around with a gun with hollow tip point bullets. And YouTube says nothing. YouTube literally says nothing.
It's a special unit. Marine designed it for me, so I can carry things in the summertime. I seen somebody carry an open carry. I wanted to do that. I have to go check, see what my license gives me the ability to do. Because I'm pretty sure I do have an open carry like that. I'm going to check. Oh, somebody said the other day, well, you went to jail. How do you have a license to carry? Oh, very easy. I didn't go to adult prison. I was in maximum security for juveniles. Juveniles who did like really heinous crimes. Kind of felt like jail. Couldn't do much in there. 24-hour security system. Watch all that bullcrap radio tours in there. But anyway, they smudged my record. I don't know how. They did. I couldn't even find it. I even hired somebody to say they could track it. No one can find it. I don't know what they did. But anyway, the building and facility itself is gone. They destroyed it. So wherever it's nothing there now, I'm in a big patch of grass. So whatever they did, I remember the last thing they said to me when they was releasing me. The guy said, we took care of your record. So that way you'd have a second chance when you get out. Because what was in my charts wouldn't allow me to be hired by anyone. Yeah, I told you I had a very serious charge. Didn't murder anybody, but it's pretty bad. Now, all your little gurus.
Do y'all hear this man lying? Do y'all hear this man lying? Do y'all hear this man lying to you? Do you hear him lying? If what he said is true, this got to be the biggest idiot in the world. If your record was expunged as you said it was, for you to come here and over again tell everybody that you're a convicted felon when you say that it was gone, nobody would know that. The same way that you said that Crow said that he didn't have no paperwork and that he was dumb for saying that, you even dumber for saying that you's a convicted felon and that your stuff got expunged. Well, why would you say that? Why would you even mention it? Why would you bring that up? How's that a flex? You wasn't even man enough to take the stigma that come with being a felon. You ran from that too. You hid out from that too. I wouldn't be able to get a job as a now. There are felons that get jobs. So you say you trying to tell us that you expect us to believe you went to jail? There ain't no record of it. Come on, Ken, man, you full of crap. You just a loser, a liar and a loser.
They're trying to seek and find it. Something bad's coming to you, because there's a reason why your divine spirit, those charges were disappeared. God knew when I saved, I became a new man. And he made it possible for me to have a new life. And for anyone to try to dig him up, it doesn't go well for him at all. But go ahead and try. Outcome is not going to be good for you, I can tell you that much. There's nothing to do with me. I don't got to touch you. It's divine spirit will touch you. You'll figure it out. Had a few people try. Didn't go well for them. When God takes something away, that's the end of it. He puts that block, that wall there. And you try to go bypass God, outcome's not good. So, yeah, 57, nothing at all. You know what my record looks like? It's clean, there's nothing on it. I have an absolute perfect clean record. Nothing. Yep. Like they made to rent all these places out. Houses and stuff like that. You gotta do background checks on you. Offices, all that stuff, warehouses. They do background checks. So, here's the kicker too. We're using intro court. If I was a big scammer at the end of the day, right? I couldn't have went to jail for it. I mean, you're talking about 15 years. 15 years of making screen paint products. How come? I have to be extremely good then, right? So how come? There's nothing there. It's not my charge, nothing there. I have an absolute clean record. So, how is that possible? How is it possible that my technology works in every place I go, but y'all don't? Like that picture right now, we're there right now. Can you imagine if that restaurant put James Payne in there? Reaction in the front. They go better what you tell me. That's me. 15 years, it's a long time. Not one person, not one company. So if my product did exactly as they said it did in their videos, how come? I'm not in jail now. Enjoy your $1 million lawsuit.
Don't nobody care about them screen paint.
So stupid. Yeah, tell me.
You idiot.
Because it's the same thing they try to contact people I work with and say my products don't work. And the first thing they say is, well, if you use this person at the end of the day, there's no work.
Kenneth Bird, the same way. I literally could sue the brakes off of you right now. It ain't worth it. But I literally could sue the brakes off of you right now. And you know it. It ain't worth it because you ain't got no money. We're good at suing you. You ain't got no goddamn money. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got 2 nickels to rub together. We're good at suing you. I'd be wasting my money. I'm going to pay $500,000 an hour for a lawyer to sue somebody to get what? $5 back?
Record, there's nothing there. So not one company. I did this with a lot of people. I have screens just about every place in the world right now. How come not one person? Oh, I forgot. We're the only ones with matching better verifications, right? We're the only ones with a sit-back policy, right? You guys don't have that. We don't have business anymore. And then even sadder than that, and we're saying something sadder than that. You're fighting for a business that doesn't even exist anymore. That's what makes me even more sadder. The trolls at the end of the day who support Fernando, this is what makes it even sadder. You're fighting for a business that doesn't exist. You see this web address I put up?
You doing the same thing. You fighting for a business that doesn't exist. You ain't had a sale since the middle of November. Your company don't exist. Ain't nobody going to your website. Ain't nobody buying nothing. Does your company exist? What are you fighting for, Kenneth Bird? I'm defending my company. What are you defending? You ain't got no sales to defend. Ain't nobody buying your paint, you loser. This guy retarded.
You finally went to look for it. Domain's not there. You couldn't afford the domain fees. And the site went down because it was getting too many complaints. Rich was getting too many complaints from customers about his fraud paints. So he disconnected his site. Yeah, I still walking there too. Well, I got 2 websites. I'm about to go to the 3rd one. So, you're on YouTube, crying and whining about a product.
So you bragging about having 2 websites. You ain't got no sales. What good is the website? Nobody going to, nobody buying nothing. What good are they? What good are they, Ken? I'm asking you. What good are they? Hello? Makes no sense.
That the owner couldn't even afford to keep the website and couldn't back their products up. Why don't you go buy his products right now? I'll put that on ABS forms. I'll put them in there for you guys to buy his product. So what is Fernando doing now? I already moved on to bigger and better things now. Oh, Yeah, once a criminal, always a criminal. He's ripping off companies. You get a 3D printer. He's going to be challenged in the state of Pennsylvania for it. That's what you guys basically backed at the end of the day, really? That's pretty sad.
I want to know, how can you speak for other companies? Don't they have to sue Crow? Where is Marvel Comics and all these things? Where are they? Where is Nintendo and Voltron? Where are all these people at? Who's behind you, mobilizing you? You keep saying you're going to get somebody. How do you speak for somebody else? You can't take care of your own paint. How you going to take care of somebody else's product? You can't even take care of your own stuff, Ken. And why will other companies, after talking to you for 10 minutes, realize that you're nothing? All you can do is complain, email, send letters, and show up at officers crying. Whether it be the Allentown Police Department, whether it be the FBI, whether it be the post office, all you can do is go there and cry. Everything you do don't require money. But to do what you need to do, the stuff you threatening it, you need money. You ain't got no money, sir.
Oh, what's a thief? Always a thief. So you're not in business anymore. And you guys are still sitting there talking about the best of the best products. Well, look, those pictures we just posted, I'm going to put them on ABS forums pretty soon, Projector Central. I'm going to give you guys full credit, you trolls. Full credit. If this is a product that you backed up 100%, I'm going to show some of your handiwork, you slandered and carried on, and some of those police reports. Put down that we're taking the court and suing you. This is what you're willing to back 100%. So as you see in the thumbnail, trolls are willing to back in court JB's product 100% that it works. And that picture right there shows you that's what they're willing to basically put up everything for. Man, I could have did better with a bed sheet. Literally could have did better with a bed sheet.
Ken, I matched your product with a bed sheet. I matched your product with a $6 curtain. Lace. Curtain. Beat your paint. Okay? Hello? Hello? I've been crushed you, Kenny. Isn't it amazing that $30 screen still up there? Ain't nobody beat it yet. And you too scared to show it. You too scared to show it.
A bed sheet. Yeah, I thought you could have did better with a bed sheet. A bed sheet would have came out better than that. Good gracious. Final test. Final product test.
Have y'all noticed that he keeps sniffling? Do y'all realize that Kenneth Bird got some kind of allergy? Or he living in an unsafe environment? He can't afford to get the medicine to stop them sniffles. But yet he come live, acting like he rich. You literally. You know, if I'm laying flat on my back doing these videos, sometimes I might cough. But right now I'm laying on my side, nibbling on tangerines. That's why you ever heard me cough, you ever heard me do it. But Kenneth Bird, you out there walking around in fresh air. And you sound like you got the flu or something. You don't even have the money to get some medicine you need. Yet you still talking about screen paint. It's an addiction.
It's just horrible. Oh, that's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. See, it's like his looking at his pictures like throwing up and re-swallowing it again. The nasty taste in your mouth. Guys, vouch for that mess? Oh, that's awful, man. Also got that video back running around with the that whole paint where he basically hit the screen and the contrast levels pop up on the screen. Oh, we gotta close those next. Those are hilarious. Look, the next couple months, I'm good. I got all my stuff, contracts and everything working out quite nicely. But the next couple months, I want to show you trolls in the day where you support it. I'm gonna give you some credit here. I'm gonna go in and post those videos showing this is what you supported 100%. Everyone see it. Pretty sure you do too, right? That range game paint, I was busted. What's his name? Rogers, multiple times in that fake stuff. I'm gonna post it everywhere. Little comparison videos, all that stuff. Hey, let's do a comparison video against Jamie's product versus the Imperial. I think that'd be an awesome one to do, wouldn't it? And Jamie, by the way, I can make your paint. Oh, wait. We forgot about one thing too. I'm sorry, people. I forgot about this one. Trolls. Jamie, Fernando, what was all this? Do you remember when I sent you back your own paint? I literally made this guy's paint on YouTube. It was that free mixture when I showed on the slideshow on how you can make this paint for free. You used to get away for free at one point. You don't know that now. And then try to sell it, but it actually sold you the product you gave away for free. Scams in. Anyway, so that free mixture, two tablespoons of flat black paint into 1/4 white paint. That's what you guys bought anyway. We made that in a YouTube live stream. And then we sent the paint back to him with tracking numbers posted. And what did Fernando do? Fernando sent it back. Now, why would you send back a paint that's yours that we did? Now, we made it, our own kind, and sent it to him. Well, it was his paint. It was on this video. So if he sent the paint back that he gave away for free, that he's still behind 100%, and he gave it back to us for free, or give it back to us, right? And didn't even test it against his products, what does that tell you about his products? Give me some time to think about that one, troll.
Kenneth, bro, who cares? This all you got to talk about?
Well,
you ain't got no place to live, you ain't got no money, can't get no medicine. And you worried about screen paint when you ain't had a sale since November.
Later, you get the doop. Oh, shoot. What he's trying to say was he couldn't back up his new products and he gave it away for free. There you go. Give that guy a golden straw.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Did we alter anything in the video? No. We sent him his own product.
There you go.
So if that's his product that he gave away for free, why couldn't he go in, open up the product, do the unboxing video, paint it against
Hold on, we have a comment.
that they don't match? Because they do match. And if they did match and you didn't want to do it, what does that tell you, trolls? Give them time. Takes a while for them to pick up on stuff. I'll give you a minute. That means at the end of the day, trolls, that the very product that you paid for, he gave it away for free. That's what it means. It was a free product to begin with. You paid for a free product.
Hey, Pandalicious.
If he couldn't go and put the product that he gave away for free against his own mixtures, and mind you, he was selling you this stuff, that means all you did was take a simple black and white. That's what it means, trolls.
Pandalicious, this is how I wound up in the middle of this. If you didn't know, I'll let you know. I'll school you. I had seen a couple of Kenneth Bird videos. I just got into projection, and I had a knockoff projector. It was a 1080p. It had Dolby, but it was a knockoff projector. When the sun was out, it would kill a screen. I like to have my door open. As you can see, sunlight is hitting the screen now. It would kill the little $100 projector. So I asked Kenneth Bird. I came into a chat because normally his chat is locked. He had a open day. I came in, and you know that they were talking bad about him, talking about he a scammer and all that. I came in and gave him props. I was like, you know, I seen a couple of your videos. You know, can you make me a screen? Can you paint me a screen? I'll pay you. Fold it up, put it in the box, and ship it to me. That's what I asked Kenneth Bird after coming in, giving them props while everybody else is making fun of him. Kenneth Bird blocked me and said he's never doing a physical screen again. But because I gave him props when I came in, the other people started following me and were coming in making jokes. Kenneth Bird disrespected you. Then I said something about nobody around me cares about 4K, and then it was on. And that's how I wound up in the screen paint sector or section or whatever you want to call this space. That's how I came in. And I wound up going against Crow and Silent and who else? Phantom HD, Alejandro. Wound up going against all of them. Silent Wave 5 reached out. I had already started banging on Kenneth Bird. And so me and Silent started talking. Silent gave me this screen. He meant for me to use the other side of it. Spirit told me to turn it over. We turned it over. So has it been 2 years or 1 year? This has been on my wall for 2 years. Over 2 years. Nothing is beating it. This screen gives Kenneth Bird fear. Nightmares. Because he can't beat it. That's why he won't show none of my videos. He knows I'm not Mr. Williams. But he tried to make me be Mr. Williams to discredit me. Because he knows I've deleted more videos than Kenneth Bird has made. And Kenneth Bird got over 10,000 videos. I've deleted more videos than Kenneth Bird has made. Because it's nothing for me to shoot a video. It's nothing. But I can drop 30 of them in 2 hours or less. It's not a big deal. But I told Kenneth Bird, I'm going to kill your sales. I'm going to deliver so many videos showing how bad your paint is that even your mother, if she was still alive, couldn't say, buy my son paint. And I use professional wrestling. I use football. I use baseball. I use ignorant black women. Anything that people would watch, I would join in with the video about it and sneak Kenneth Bird in there somewhere. Last year, I think between the 3 channels I was on, I think we reached over 700,000 people. In the past 3 years, I think we've hit 1.5 million views on Kenneth Bird. Kenneth Bird paint sales started falling. If you go back 3 years, I'm not saying I'm the only one, because Crow's out here, Partey was out here, Silent was out here. You got the ILEG guy, you out here now. There are a lot of people. But I know when Kenneth Bird, before I came, Kenneth Bird would do his update videos. There'd be a whole bunch of boxes and bottles on that table. I started banging on them. Them boxes and bottles got lesser and lesser and lesser and lesser to now he doesn't even do the shipping updates anymore. Because I made fun of him. Because the last 3 he did, he ain't had no bottles on the damn table. So everybody take a bow. Kenneth Bird Company finished. It's finished. Finito. Right now, he just don't know it. In his mind, he still think he can make a comeback. The ad tech, you got to be at a certain angle, and it's got to be protected, and you got to look at it a certain way. You move. If you move from that angle, it's gone. His ad tech is trash, and he knows it. Not to mention, he's supposed to be using black. His ad tech is gray. The screen that he got in there, in the restaurant, that big screen is gray. The people told him, we don't like that screen. The colors ain't right, and the whites ain't right. So he ran back to gray. Gray supposed to suck. Every time I turn around, Kenneth Bird back to gray. Let me see if any comments came in. Hold on a second. I don't know why that's showing up like that. Give me a second here. He says, damn. He says, the states I defame him. He states I defame him and slander him as well as the aroma of India, which my reviews didn't have nothing bad. You know, Kenneth Bird getting his feelings. Even though you were reviewing the restaurant, which ain't got nothing to do with his paint. And they just happen to have screens up in the restaurant. How can he get you for defamation? You said as a customer, I didn't enjoy those screens being in there. What they got to do with Kenneth Bird? As a customer, you did not enjoy the screens, especially that big one. Every time we showed it's washed out as hell. You did not enjoy the paint. You didn't enjoy the screens. You didn't even say the paint. You said the screens. Maybe get a TV. Is that the one you did? I told the people on the phone when I called. The minute the guy next door showed where Kenneth Bird was, I called. I wasn't mean. I wasn't nasty. That's why Kenneth Bird won't mention it. He did say that Mr. Williams called. I ain't Mr. Williams. But I was very nice to the people. I told them, hey, this guy is known to be a YouTube scammer, meaning that he lies, cheats, and steals. But if he's going to give you free paint, he's going to give you a free screen, and you like it, knock yourself out. I only have one thing to say to you, sir. Get a TV, put it next to his paint. Tell me if his paint looked anything like the TV. And left it at that. I find it strange that a little bit later, Kenneth Bird come on there, they talking about the whites and the colors. I had to get him a lighter screen. Then he used a gray screen. Then he was like, yeah, they happier with the gray screen, but it don't have the contrast levels that I like. That's because it's gray. So you keep saying that gray don't work. So why did you give them a gray screen? It makes no sense. Gray don't have no contrast. Gray can't do this. Every time I turn around, Kenneth Bird back using gray. I'm going to be coming out with my new gunmetal. Gunmetal was dark gray. I thought it didn't work. Why are you coming out with a new gunmetal? We got the new gunmetals coming out. You said the gray was useless. You even admit the screen that you gave them, the correction you did, he admitted he didn't like it. It was useless. That's why Kenneth Bird ain't got no sales. His paint sucks. His paint sucks. It doesn't work. Let me check the chat. He says, yep, I'm in it because I've been on Crow's side because I didn't have a problem with his screen at all. And he's mad I made a 1-star review on his page with no description. Well, you kind of came in the same way I did through Crow and the Crowcasters. But the thing was, when I came in touting Kenneth Bird. He did a demonstration where he had an Amazon knockoff projector going up against an office projector. And the office projector, when he turned it on, it just smoked. It just covered it up. That's what got me into the projection. And he had an Epson. He had an Epson 475. I went on eBay. They only had a 485. So I got the 485. Then he came back with a 675 or a 680. I wound up getting a 695. So I came in touting Kenneth Bird. I didn't know nothing about Crow and them. And like I say, through Kenny, that's how I found out about them. That's why when Kenneth Bird says that the minister is a friend of Crow and the others, no, I was a friend to Kenny. Kenny threw me on the curb from the get-go. Then I wound up getting jumped on by his enemies. And while I'm holding them off, fighting them, Kenneth Bird, instead of joining in and helping, he was over there trying to scam more. While I'm keeping everybody busy, he's still trying to scam more and more paint out. They're going crook. So, I think I was having a conversation with Silent, and he asked me to really look at Kenneth Bird's paint. I really hadn't paid it no mind. I was banging on them. I wasn't paying Kenny any mind. When I started looking at Kenneth Bird paint, his paint was showing a purple. His whites were coming out purple. They were like a real light purple. Then the next video, they'd be like blue. And I made videos. Kenneth Bird, fix your paint. Your whites are purple. And then they went from purple to green. From green to blue. And they still blue to this day. That was 3 years ago. They still blue. He ain't made no changes. So he got the idea of taking out the color. He think if we take out the color, that it make the whites look white. It don't. It make them look bluish green, and it make his colors dull. If you try and put the color back in there, then the whites really look bad. That's why he keep running back to gray. And I caught him going back to gray several times and called him out on it. Now, the owner of the restaurant made him give him a gray screen. Remember, Kenneth Bird, when he sold gray, he made money back in the day. He made money with gray. He the one that want to do black. He can't do black. He got to gear it up. The number one thing he got to know, you cannot put a black and a white screen on the same screen. One will make the other look worse. The gray or white will make the black look darker. The black will make the gray or white look darker. You gotta have them separate. That's why I like having two different screens, two different areas, so that one don't affect the other. So I can say this is how I'm supposed to look, and then this is how I look on the black, this is how I look on the white, this is how I look on the black. When you put them side by side, they fight each other. One makes the other look darker. I did the same thing when I had Crow's Hybrid up against the Yondu screen. I started early in the day, sunlight coming in, and the hybrid was nice and bright. So then the sun went down and put them head to head, and the hybrid got beat. And I put the Yondu up against 4 Partays paint, and I put it up against 4 Kenneth Bird's paint. Crow gave me his FLE. And Soundwave 5 gave me the Black Phantom and the Purple Piss. We call it the Purple Piss. I think it's called the Purple Passion. That's what he had on the back of the paper. I call it Purple Piss. And Rick Takarad gave me his Imperium, which his newest paint he's calling Imperium. He did an Imperium a year ago. He made so many different paint names, he forgot that he already used it. He already used Imperium. I got it in top of my closet over there. And I will say, the only paint out of the 4 that I was given that I've personally used, the only paint that I would use as a daily driver is the Imperium that Rick Takarad sent. And the only reason that it's usable is because he used a premium screen and he used a $600 paint sprayer. I told Kenneth Bird to do this last year. Make some money. Do what Rick Takarad did. You know what Kenneth Bird did? Instead of taking my advice, all of a sudden, the minister became Mr. Williams. This is the kind of retard we dealing with. So I asked him to paint me a screen 3 years ago, and he blocked me and said that he would never use a physical screen again, yet he talking about in 2027, he gonna have physical screens. Thought you know we was gonna do that. When I suggested to him, get the paint sprayer, like Rick Takarad did, ask him what he did, work together, maybe y'all can make some money. All of a sudden, I'm Mr. Williams. But now, a year later, now he's talking about physical screens and talking about learning how to use a paint sprayer. This is the kind of retard we dealing with. This is why I haven't sued Kenneth Bird. He is hilarious. His content is just too good to give up. I don't want to see Kenneth Bird locked up. I want to see Kenneth Bird suffer. I want to see Kenneth Bird eat them tater chips. I want to hear him coughing and hacking because he ain't got the medicine. I want to see him wearing them old raggedy shoes. I want to see him walking around the park because that's all he got. He ain't got no play. He can't even do a live stream to show his sorry paint. I love to talk about Kenneth Bird going to Family Dollar. Almost everything in the office and garage is from the Family Dollar. Love it. It's more fun to have Kenneth Bird out here crying like a little baby than it is to have him locked up. Kenneth Bird does something for everybody that nobody want to admit. Kenneth Bird makes everybody say to themselves, hey, you know what? As bad as I got it, hey, I could be like Kenneth Bird. No matter what's going on, you know what? Things could be worse. I could be like Kenneth Bird. That's Kenneth Bird's greatest value. No matter how bad you're doing, you could be like Kenny. And there ain't nothing lower. A homeless person can stand out there at the corner and make money begging with a sign. Kenneth Bird can't make nothing with that paint. Can't make a dime. Let's go back to the retard. I'll check the chat real quick. Let me see. Anybody say anything? Let me check the chat real quick. Wait a minute. It says it was 4 here. No, it ain't. Okay. Just checking the chat. I ain't done a live stream in a while.
He's scared the daylights out of you. Gee whiz, Louise. And you know what else it proves too? Wait. Give him a chance to think about it. Because anytime some of them got to take off their shoes and socks to add. Oh, it means at the end of the day that you backed a scammer that couldn't back you. Because he threw you under the bus the minute he sent the paint back to us. You went out there and put your little cheerleading skirt on, got your pom-poms, and, you know, Jamie, he's our man, no one stop him, no one can. That's what you did. You put your little pom-poms, your little dance. It reminds me of Spawn, where the demon and the shirt guy does a little dance on it. That's what you guys are. You're just cheerful. Yeah, Jamie. And the Jamie said, and he picked you up, threw you up under a bus. He threw you under a bus. You backed him 100%. And he threw you under a bus. You guys are known for going under buses. You are. Yeah, you're out there cheerleading. You're popping up. Yeah. Jamie. And now look at him. Look at that video. That's what you backed. You backed a person that you came on YouTube and said, he's the best of the best. He makes excellent good products. His products are absolutely amazing.
You keep saying the same. You've been saying best of the best. I remember best of the best back, was that the Karate Kid? He's the best of the best sometime. Y'all remember, that was the Karate Kid, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Daniel LaRusso. That was the Karate Kid. He's the best of the best. You keep saying that same phrase over and over again. Every time you say it, I think of the Karate Kid. Hey, Kenneth Bird, if you beat Crow, as you said, why you keep talking about him? If you beat Crow, why do you keep talking about him? If you beat Partey, as you say, why do you keep talking about him? You claim you beat them. You claim that you beat them. I can't speak for Partey. I don't know him that well. But I know Kenneth Bird ain't had a sale since November. I know Kenneth Bird only had 4 sales that stuck in 2025. So you claim that you beat Crow. I don't give 2 flying farts about screen paint, and everybody knows that. I got my screen on the wall right there. I'm good. Can't stand the smell of paint anyway. But how can you take victory when Crow just said that he got 12 orders and don't even know if he want to do them or not? You still doing it and ain't had a sale since November. What? Huh? Who? What did you win? You keep saying that you beat somebody. What did you win, Kenneth Bird? Where's your victory? What did you win? I'm asking you, what did you win? Nobody buying your paint. You ain't had a sale. You homeless. You eating tater chips for dinner, breakfast and lunch. What did you win? Where are you a winner at? Yeah, well, you know, I have to walk around Allentown, so I'm in great shape. Because I have to walk, you know, I ain't got no money. I can't even afford an Uber. I have to eat tater chips and whatever costs $1 that come in the bag, whether it be marshmallows, whether it be bitter honey. If they have the little bags of Doritos on sale, 2 for $1, I have to get that, and they'll be my. I have to break the bag down. I can have this many for breakfast, this many for lunch, and this many for dinner. Kenneth Bird literally comes live after he spent hours trying to make that paint look like something, and be sitting there eating his tater chips, having dinner while he live, instead of having dinner while he not live. He'll have dinner while he live. And you hear him digging in that bag. He be digging in that bag till he be so hungry. You hear the man coughing. You see the man don't know what white look like. He blind as hell. He don't know what white and colors look like. He keeps showing the same videos. I know that's the one thing that kill you, Kenneth Bird. I don't show the same videos. I don't have no problem with YouTube picking the video to show, as long as it's not live. I don't care what is on the screen. It's going to look good. That's the one thing you can't do. That's the one thing why you will never show none of my videos. Because it don't matter if the door open. It don't matter if the blinds is open. It don't matter if the sun is coming directly in here. And I got videos with, you know, it's only for half an hour or 45 minutes, but the sun literally comes directly in here. And the screen was still watchable. That kills you. And I ain't got to do nothing. My 2 projectors, they laser. They run 24/7. The only time they not running is when I'm not home. I turn them off and let them rest if I'm not home. Otherwise, they run all the time. And they don't make the room hot, unlike your projectors. You was dying last summer in that office with no daggone air conditioning. That little cheap $14 fan you had from Family Dollar. I know it's a cheap fan because I got it sitting right there. That exact same fan, I got it sitting right there. You loser. Then between me and you, June, they allow us to have air conditioning. And it's unlimited air conditioning. And we have it from June to like November, and then it's heat from November back to June. So yeah, there's a limit, but when you need it, it's right there, baby. That's why you mad. Because I don't get cold in the winter time like you was in that garage. And I don't be hot in the summertime like you is. And while you doing all them different USPS boxes, making up all them screens, spending hours trying to get the right camera angle, trying to get the right lighting to try to make your paint look decent, I ain't got to do nothing. Because the projectors are already on. All I got to do is turn the phone on. I apologize, y'all, that the picture ain't perfect. I ain't feel like messing with it. All I had to do was hit record and put the phone on the tripod. And that would have worked. They take Kenneth Bird 45 minutes, an hour to do a demonstration. He got to do this and do that, make sure this right, that right. Even when he started, he still got best with the zoom. He got to turn it, make sure he got the right angle. You got to do all of that. You're paying garbage. I'm sorry. You should be able to just turn the phone on and say hello. That's what I do. Turn the phone on and say hello. I know the screen gonna look good. I know this. This is why I'm not scared to go to court, unlike you. Because I'm gonna make you put that projector at the other end of the courtroom. You ain't gonna have it 5-6 feet in front of the screen. You're gonna have it back. As big as that courtroom is, that's how far you're gonna have it back. So you don't come with no little screen. You better at least have 120 with you. You better at least have 120 with you. You ain't gonna be doing them little 35, 40-inch screens. Talking about, look, nah, bro. You gonna explain to a judge. When I had that bailiff, put it on factory. When I have that bailiff, put that projector on factory. What you gonna do, Kenny? Are you gonna run? When the judge look and he say, oh my God, is that green? Ain't that supposed to be white? When he goes, wait a minute, isn't that supposed to be orange? It looked tan. What are you gonna say, Kenny? Are you gonna piss yourself? See, I noticed, you like to pick on Crow because he used gray. You like to pick on Partey because his Series C was gray. Supposed to be black, but it was gray. You have yet to touch the Yondu screen, and Crow said that he sent you one. It only costs $30 on Amazon. You can't buy the screen. Because I guarantee you, the people that follow Crow, they went and bought the screen. And they've got reviews up on the screen. Where are your people at with reviews on your paint? I'm not even selling anything. And I got reviews up for the screen I rep. We got one from Phantom HD. I think the guy next door did one. I know Crow did a couple. I know, what was that guy with the one name? He did one. There's a guy independently. Ain't got nothing to do with us. He did one on YouTube. There's actually 2 of them on YouTube. I named all these people. Only person that Kenneth Bird can name is Rick Takara. The only person that Kenneth Bird can name is Rick Takara. And he can't even say Rick Takara because he had typed in black screen paint, and one of Rick Takara videos showed up. He was outside, and Kenneth Bird was like, "Oh, that's terrible. Oh, look at that, it's all washed out," and didn't even know that was his paint he was talking about. That's how dumb Kenneth Bird is. That's how dumb Kenneth Bird is. He made fun of his own paint. He just threw Rick Takara under the bus. And now he's using those same videos from Rick Takara. Make that make sense? Threw Rick Takara videos under the bus. And now Kenneth Bird is so desperate because he ain't got no footage. They ain't letting him in the restaurant no more. He ain't got no place. He's showing Rick Takara footage. And the sad part is, I was trying to figure out, I kept saying that looked familiar. Because, you know, Revbrothaderrick got a speaker system. And I kept saying, that looked familiar. I know I've seen this place before. And then a troll came in and said, you know that's Revbrothaderrick videos are using. I was like, oh, there you go. I felt kind of dumb. I was like, wait a minute. It didn't even occur to me.
I stand for the 100%, and that's what you backed. That ugly, dirty image we're looking in the picture. That crap. That's what you backed. Now, why are trolls mad now? They're mad because they're out, and that's why. They're upset and angry. Didn't work well, did it? At all, period. Never does to y'all. I've learned that for the 15 years I've been in this business. You're not the first ones to come across, you're not the last. I've been trashing you guys for 15 years. Do you know that? I've been crushing you guys for 15 freaking years. And now our new technology in 2027 coming out, the Imperial and some other technology we're working on you can't talk about, you guys would be sitting in jail watching my demonstrations. Heck, you'd be watching my commercials while you're sitting in the prison system. And you did all that. You went through all that. To put all your information and everything we have about you out there in the open for us to catch you and bust you for that picture. Mr. Williams is going to receive a 20 to 30-year prison sentence for mail fraud. When he reaches Pennsylvania, he'll be arrested for mail fraud. Mr. Williams, you see that picture right there? That's a picture that nobody on YouTube would paint on their wall and put next to a projector. You don't know what 20 to 30 years of your life is going to be wasted on that picture. Wow. I think we'll walk up this way and go over here.
Y'all hear this man?
Kills my time a little bit here, but I'm good.
You got to figure out who Mr. Williams is. Who you do anything.
You see the Imperial. You see how beautiful that's? They mad. Trolls are mad on that one. Imperial. They sit there biting their bottle lip right now. Like, oh, that screen looks amazing. That screen's going to be gorgeous. I got a 150-inch curve coming in for myself. I told my buddy got a yacht. A yacht.
That's a double right there.
Trolls like,
look at him. Why the picture spinning?
I love you, pigtail princess.
Why the picture spinning? Give me a refresh. Why the picture spinning?
Those of you were able to get the IP addresses on. Remember when we opened up the little chat rooms? They open up on purpose like that.
Let's pause that right there.
Chat rooms were open up so basically you can come in and start talking trash so you can know your IP address.
There's a reason why I paused that, ladies and gentlemen.
Now you have to be careful. Look. See, you're getting frustrated and angry.
There's a lady. There's a reason why we did that.
Don't bother me at all, period. It just shows me at the end of the day that you're frustrated, you're angry, and you're mad.
So let's take a look.
That's all that tells me. When you go out and you do dumb stuff, like
let's take a look at the crackhead.
It shows me you ran out of options.
Crack.
See, a real person would make a better product and come against us, you know, with an address, website, a real business at the end of the day. Not like you do yourself copycatters. That's all you do. And mind, if you put my name attached to it, it's going to cost you $1 million. As one of the guys right now, you did get a message from us, right? Did you see your IP address was located? Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, we'll see you soon. I collected all your videos. But anyway, as I said before, you're just mad and angry because you don't have nothing left. That's all you have left. So let me just straight. Our company sues you.
Hold on a second. I know I've seen the video.
Your house, your car. You go broke, you end up in jail. And the only thing you have is a dislike on my channel. That's it. Versus my lawyer is suing you in court. That's it. So let me just straight. I suffer, which I don't, from a dislike, and you get sued for $150,000 for defamation and slander. All right, okay, whatever.
Hey, you talking about you planning this?
It doesn't even up, but it's pretty funny. Think about it. And that's the only thing you have. That's it. That's the only thing you have right now to fight.
So it wasn't this one.
What to do to you? That's it.
Oh my God, it was terrible.
But I expect you to be that way. Anyway, enjoy your picture that you supported. I'm going to have fun posting this on ABS forums. I'll make sure that I put all your names next to it, that you supported Jamie's amazing best of the best products. I got to go. Some things I got to take care of. We're looking at this new unit real quick. I found the face I'm spraying my screens in it. We got a 6-inch high screen, which we needed, for a new 150-inch 235.1 Imperial coming out pretty soon. Someone's requesting 150 inches of it. So we got it. Oh, man. Can't wait to build that thing. I got some big jobs lined up over in another state. We're going to be doing a setup over there for projection screen setup pretty soon. For a company involved in ad tech, because they want to be able to do the lunch trucks, and they want to be able to have screens that work at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Ad tech has a TV version of it. We show the customers showing one off. So we're going to be showing that off pretty soon. So you have the lunch truck, you want to put a projection screen set up, but you can't put the projection screen at certain hours, because time like this, your screen will wash out. But the new ad tech we just developed, TV technology.
We just looking at Revbrothaderrick paint.
These companies will be able to operate outside, show movies, sports, whatever they want, in daytime hours. Because Mr. Bird did all that stuff where he walked over to Allentown with a little tiny battery pack system, and well, he's just come up good. And the battery pack system, and did all that testing. So you can make sure that the product, when he was engineering it, worked perfectly fine.
Oh my God, look at that blue.
Complete oblivious. Anyway, so now we have
Where's the color?
With an ad tech that attaches to a truck.
Where is the color?
I'm sure you about that.
I'm asking you.
Where
Where is the color?
I guess it wasn't important.
That is not red.
That's what we're going to do. So now
Parts are bright.
They're not going to attach it.
Look at the light dollar blue is.
Projection costs under $200.
Look at the only thing that looks decent is the green.
Outside.
And
Yes, it is. And what are you guys doing? Oh, you're supporting that thumbnail mess on my phone. Whatever that crap is.
should be more building.
Nobody's watching. You can knock that down. He said, this is what they're going to sue over? I said, yeah. That's what they backed. He said, these guys are stupid. Yeah, he does.
Hello?
I bet you $100.
Pretty good. I can't wait to wear it tomorrow.
The devil told you.
And matter of fact, don't make fun of me. I'm gonna I really like
He told you that no one's gonna figure out your IP
that
address.
Cuban Links one.
No one's gonna figure out your address.
So
Right? You
yeah.
tell you that, right?
And the other one, I'm going to wear one of the what do you call it?
Come on, dude. No.
Well, you know you gave me three of them, right?
Yeah.
One of them is the Cuban Link, and the other two, I don't know what you call them, but they
How'd it work out?
I'm going to wear one of them, and I'm going to hang the camera from it, and I'm gonna have on the Cuban, and I'm gonna have the bracelets on.
William's home.
See how I look tomorrow.
We have location now where he's at. I can begin the process of getting the attorneys ready.
Yeah,
So
it's like
basically that story.
right behind the watches.
Including reach out to that agency about the problems we've been having with them online.
I can't wait until tomorrow.
And people's been surrounding himself with.
Yes, sir. Once again, thanks a lot.
Company with. Oh, well.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking sharp tomorrow. Okay.
Phillips, I have to check and see if that house belongs to you first. So.
All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I was
what your property's worth, because I'm suing you for $150,000 in court, defamation and slander.
Oh Lord.
You went on Google, right? That's your face attached to your review, right? You made false statements about my company that weren't true. You don't own my product.
I apologize. I had a phone call. That was my buddy.
You did that, and what's it called? Chicken, whatever.
We going out tomorrow. We're going to the gym, and then we're going to Costco's, and then probably Giant
Full
Food.
review, even though you removed it. So you
If I get my TVs out of Costco, we might not have to go to. If I can get my TV out of Costco, we might not have to go.
On the list we have for called the what's it called? It's called the 3D printing violation. You're on there too, also. You're also too on my.
This guy can't be
one
that
of my
stupid.
sites that I have on Facebook, fan pages,
Do y'all
on there,
know?
harassing on there. So we have on 3 different sites carrying on. You're not supposed to do that. You know that. And by the look of your whatever's on that account, you happen in 2025.
Hold on, y'all. Time out. I need y'all to see something. This is, I guess this supposed to be white and that's supposed to be gray. Look at how white it look right here, and then look at the blue. Look at how white it is right here, and then look at the blue. Look at how white it is right here, and then look at the blue. This guy's an idiot. He thinks that look good. He blind as a bat. The man is blind as a bat. He think that look good. That's blue. Look at the blue. Look at the blue. That's blue. Is he blind? Look at the blue. Come on, Ken. Look at the blue. I just don't understand. I think Ken the Bird blind, y'all. I think he blind. That's my opinion. I think he blind as a bat. I think he blind as a bat, Ken the Bird. We think he blind as a bat. Even in dark, he cannot show white. Look at the mouse. Where's the white? That's not white. Look at that. Look, he in there. Look at him. Look at him cheating. Look at him calibrating. He in there calibrating, yeah. Get him. He said he don't calibrate. Oh, Lord, help me, Jesus. Help me. Oh, man. What a, he said he don't calibrate. Ken the Bird say he don't calibrate, y'all. Ken the Bird say he don't calibrate. And the damn thing on that screen white. And the damn thing on that screen white. And the damn thing on that screen white. Look at the white mouse. Don't match that white mouse. Oh, just help me, Jesus, please. All right. He keeps showing the same stuff. Right? He keeps showing the same stuff over and over again. He's showing the same stuff. Stuff that he think make his paint look good. Ain't no color on that screen. Where's the color? See, if I knew, because somebody tell me what video this is, because I would love to do a comparison. Yeah, where he get these from? I would love to show how they really supposed to look. Y'all can see that is not white. That is not white. Look at that. That is not white. Try as he might. That is not white. I'm sorry. Sorry, Ken. It's not working, buddy. It ain't working, buddy. Oh, Lord. Look at that. Here we go again. Where's the white? Where's the white? Where's the white? Ain't nothing there white. Where's the white? Where's the white? That's bluish green. Where's the white? Where's the white? Ah, kid, your paint sucks. I'm sorry. That's bluish green. That's not white. Try as he might. Try as he might, ladies and gentlemen. That's bluish green. That's not white. Oh, look at that. It's green. All right, Kate. You lost that one. Oh, this. All right, no white. That's still not white. Y'all understand? This is the best he can do, y'all. And that is not white. That's the best he can do. It ain't enough for me to take Hindenburg to court and crush him. Oh, Lord, look at this lady. That's what I was waiting on, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't it? Wait till he show her again. I knew he was going to show it. It was a matter of time. That's why I already got up. I knew he was going to go back to that food thing. He always do it, that in the college. So I was waiting on him. Amen. He think this look good. That's the sad part. And he said, Mancha. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention then. He said, Mancha better. Hindenburg said, Mancha better, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on a sec. Amen. I pause. Okay. Y'all see this? Let me show you how I supposed to look. Can I show y'all how I supposed to look? That's why I went there and paused it. That's how that supposed to look, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? That's how that supposed to look. Alright? That's how that supposed to look. Y'all see that? Let's go back to Kenny. See, I don't know how to edit. I had to show you in real time. But I think it's more effective showing you in real time than it is put two things on screen at the same time. Look at that. Anybody? Anybody? His paint is crap. It's crap. It's junk. It did it. It's about to give you $400 for that. Come on, Kenny. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. And look, it still ain't white. Look at that. Don't mess that mouse. Look at that. Don't mess that mouse. Your paint is garbage. Your paint is garbage. Let me show y'all how that supposed to look one more time, and then we'll get back to Kitty. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the words. Look at the picture frame. Damn, kid. Look up there. Look at her teeth. Damn, kid. Your paint is garbage. I'm sorry. You two can get mad all they want. Your paint garbage. Let me hang these clothes up real quick. Y'all listen to Kitty.
Right? Now, let me tell you something. If you sit there and tell me it's not you, everyone who wants that account that matches that picture you have on your Facebook page, that person is you. What are the odds of a person living in Chattanooga, Tennessee, that you live in right now? You have a site that you have on cars. Your car is usually using the cars, right? Yeah. And you also have
we got a comment. Pandalicious says,
and one of your reels,
yes, it's gray. It's gray and it's at an old house. Yeah, because Killer Bird ain't got no house. Now, I can only speculate. I don't like to speculate. I only like to tell you what I know. I can't tell you. I can only speculate. I'm not sure. But there are 3 places that Kenneth Bird is currently living at. A homeless shelter, a teeny room above the Aroma India restaurant, or his sister's laundry room floor. Now, the guy next door says that Kenneth Bird, his last couple of videos, he been near his sister's house. The lives he done last week, he kept talking about going over the other side of the bridge. That's where the homeless shelter is. He hasn't been back at the restaurant all week. So I assume that they got tired of him and threw him out. You know, Kenneth Bird tends to get kicked out of places. Like the cigar lounge. He got kicked out of the community recreation center. According to him, it's supposed to have been the Black African American Museum, but Crow says that it's the care center. And Kenneth Bird just came out his mouth and said care center. So he's been kicked out of all these places. And somehow Kenneth Bird never has a place of his own. But he wants you to think, I got houses, you ain't got nothing, man. You can't keep it. You can't keep it. When you get something, you got to keep it. If you're going to be the champ, you got to keep the championship. You can't give it up every fight, come back 3 months later, win it back again, then lose it next fight. So you get an apartment and then you lose it. His last apartment he had, he was there from February, the 8th? I seen the video where he was moving in. I think that was February the 8th. And he lasted until August. August. I'll say it again, August. Now, he did the 12 months at the garage. I give him that. Was he told to leave? I don't know. But he wound up at the office. And he did the first year there. Give him credit. The second year, September would have been the lease ending for the second year. So, we believe he got evicted. Is it from the pressure Crow people put on the landlord? I don't know. I know I called there. I called the lawyer's office, and I called the landlord, and the landlord was trying to defend Ken. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to tell you, he's sitting there trying to defend Ken. I went on the phone up. He swore that Ken wasn't sleeping there, that they got cameras, yet Kenneth Bird was coming at 1, 2 in the morning live streaming from the office. Why were they allowing him to be in there? He's in there sleeping. He ain't fooling nobody. Sister must have kicked him out. He's in there sleeping. So now Kenneth Bird talking about defamation and all the lies that you have told about me, Kenneth Bird. I'm waiting for you to sue me. I'm going to get you for defamation. The stuff you talking about, I'm going to do. The stuff that you're talking about, I'm going to do. Can I say it again? The stuff that Kenneth Bird is talking about, I'm going to do. And the best part is, he's going to make me do it. That's the best part, ladies and gentlemen. Kenneth Bird is going to make me do it. Not do I want to do it. He's going to make me do it. Because when he comes after me, I'm going to have to defend myself and make him look stupid. And then there you go. Let me hand these clothes up.
That came up on their Facebook. There's a white PC that pops up with a bunch of lights on it, some RGBs on it. I've seen that PC before. I saw that PC by a guy by the name called PC King who owns that PC. He used to have on top of the CPU header, had a kind of a stormtrooper mask on top of the CPU. So I remember that computer. And in the reel for Facebook, I also noticed that the same PC popped up under you. With your PC King. You're also in the cars. So you also want you had a silver 4-door? I think it's silver or 2-door. And but I saw it's a 2-door. Silver 2-door. It's a hybrid. But anyway. So in that video, I remember you were talking all this trash about Mitch. I remember that. And I saw these 3 monitors, and you're playing a game I like to play called War Z. And I saw that PC again. And then another time you were talking about your PC specifications, and you were going in and showing in BIOS your PC setup. The same PC again, same thing, same on PC. So that's you, isn't it? Now, in that site, that information, that first minute that pops up, and you go look for his name. Tell me, what are the odds? You're Polish, aren't you? You are. So what are the odds of someone having your name, your first name, and then there's a J in there for Junior? What are the odds of that? And both people live in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Those are some crazy odds. And the person in that picture is you. It's exactly like you. Beard, height, eyes, everything. Nose, lips, the same thing. So, how much you want to bet that I'm 100% right? You willing to bet? You're a betting man? Hope you're not, because you're going to lose this one. Now, I haven't got around to speaking to him yet, but I will. I'm very busy, I got things I got to do, but I will be reaching out to them. I want to let them know that the contact we have from you, from your face, from your Facebook pages, your little groups that you're involved in, and these groups is involved in cars, and the job where you work at, all that faces match and look exactly like that individual. Now, that's not you. That is a really, really close coincidence. Somebody on that list is that close. That's eerie close. Well, I bet you $100 is you.
Still sniffling.
Sniffles, allergies, everything gets off today. I bet you $100 is you, and I bet you everybody right now who's been on that page, and I'm pretty sure everybody, a lot of people been on it. The first page that pops up, I bet you're willing to say it's you. Now, because we had no attorney reach out to us, because you could have an attorney reach out to us and say, hey, look, that's not my client. You know, you made a false accusation, so and so and so.
Why would he do that?
They reached out to us. We gave you time.
Why can't he?
So,
why would he do that?
To them soon.
Even if it was, then why would he do that? Why would he incriminate himself?
Now,
when everybody knows you're a liar and a joke.
Right away, we need to gather more information.
Why would he incriminate himself?
Bad idea. I don't know why you guys are so bold like this. You know, and anyone could have found you. That was easy to find. It was. He switched his name up. His first name became his last name became his first name, and he removed the J. That's all. All we had to do is put it all together and talk. Gentlemen, the reason why we're always going to find you, and I'll tell you why, you serve Satan, that's why.
Yeah, you're serving Satan. That's why you're homeless.
Satan's
That's why you're walking around crying on YouTube.
That you stay in trouble. Satan's game is to make sure whatever trouble he gets you in, that he makes sure you get caught. We're always going to get you, always, because you follow the devil. He's going to make sure 100% you get caught. You calculations here. 100%. Every time. Because for some reason, you believe he's your friend. I don't know where you get that from. You really believe that. You think the devil's your friend. And he's not your friend. He's your enemy. He hates your guts. He can't stand you. But if you're willing to listen to him, he's going to give you some trouble. And I guarantee you, he's going to have you make enough mistakes for us to find you. I'm going to find you. That's what he does. See, because I don't follow the devil. I just sit back and just watch you guys do the dumbest stuff I've ever seen. And they go, well, got him again. Like Mr. Williams. All the postcards. Mr. Williams, listen to this. All the postcards that you sent, only one of those postcards had your apartment number. Only one. It wasn't sent to me. It was sent to my sister. What would be the odds out of 196 pieces plus that we would get our hands on that card? What would be the odds of it? Most people, if they got something like that, they would throw it in the trash, right? That's the cards we throw in the trash. Every single one of them.
That's what somebody with common sense would do. Instead of coming on YouTube crying about it like a little bitch. Yeah. Kendall Bird. If you claim you got my name, and you claim that you know where I live, and you claim I got my apartment number, why am I not locked up? Why am I not being sued? If you think I'm Mr. Williams and you got all this evidence, why haven't I been charged with anything? Why ain't nobody knocked on my door? Because you full of shit, that's why. Because you're a loser and a bum and a scrub, that's why. Am I cyberbullying? This man is threatening who he think is me. I'm not Mr. Williams, but he trying to make me Mr. Williams. Man is calling pedophile and everything else. And YouTube ain't saying shit. But this man get to keep coming on here every day crying like a little baby, making threats. He ain't got no money to back nothing up. I got lawyers, you ain't gonna get nothing. You ain't got no money, punk. That's why you had pro bono in your search history. You had it there twice trying to find free lawyers. Trying to find somebody to work for free. Trying to find somebody to work for nothing. You loser. Because you ain't got no money. I'm going to get you locked. You ain't going to get nobody nothing. You a loser.
The Williams write his apartment number, 12H, on his in the cards. And that's how we were able to figure out where his location was at. Now, he devil had him go and put down his address. He did. But he figured if he put down his address in a big apartment complex like that, no one would figure out his apartment number, right? That's what you're betting on, right? But the devil had other plans.
No. Before I got into it with Crow, Mr. Williams was using a different name. He was using a different address. After I got into it with Crow about the Young Dude screen, all of a sudden, more of my actual name became the name on the envelope. My actual address became on the envelope. I'm not Mr. Williams. You can talk hard, you can blow all the hot air you want to blow. Cry all you want to cry. Once again, it takes seconds for me to pull that video up. Do you not understand? All I have to do is go click that link on my Google chat. And I can show right there on the spot about that photo. Let him run, they was like, I can prove I didn't send you them letters in seconds. seconds. You retard. But more importantly, I can prove every time you try to call me Mr. Williams. I can prove every time you defame me by saying pedo. Came out your own mouth on your own video streams. You can't prove nothing other than you're an idiot. He almost done, y'all.
He's betting that you, at the end of the day, we're going to go out and do something stupid, put your information out there, because he told you won't get caught, right? So you put your name on it, you put your apartment number, not apartment number, your address, where you're at, and you figure out big apartment complex like that. No one would figure out where my apartment's at. Because we have two sets of apartments there. We have the low rises and high rises. You'll never figure out which one I'm in. Right? That's what you're betting on, right? I bet you. But the devil had you get bold. And you decided to put your apartment number down. Now, what would be the odds out of 196 pieces of mail that we would get your apartment number? We have it. So the devil made...
Hey, get a bird. You retard upon retards. What exactly are the police coming for? Because Mr. Williams sent you some gift cards. Mr. Williams sent you some Christmas cards. Mr. Williams used his money and made postcards with you or your company name on them. How does that hurt you? No, seriously. How does that hurt you? How does that hurt you, Ken? If you put your sister's address out there on the internet and Mr. Williams sent her gift cards, how does that hurt you? How does it hurt her? I'm just asking questions. Questions that I'm going to ask. If anybody dumb enough to knock on my door, they better be able to answer these questions. This is the part you're not getting, sir. Anybody dumb enough to knock on my door, they better be able to answer these questions. How does somebody sending you a gift card or a Christmas card, how does that hurt you? How does that hurt you? Seriously. I don't understand. And I understand why Mr. Williams keep doing it. Because you show it bothers you. I mean, I wouldn't show him nothing. I would just throw this shit in the trash can. Now I can't throw him in the trash can. Because now I got to prove I'm not Mr. Williams. So the letters that he sent me, I got to save them. The letters the post office didn't deliver you that came back to me, I got to save them. I done been through all that crap in the trash can. I could care less. Send as many things as he wants. Don't bother me. I got 3 of them at the same time. I went on and went over and talked to the people and said, look, this is getting out of hand. They were like, oh, that's you. They didn't know who the heck you were talking about, Ken. Now, that's a good thing and a bad thing. I could have not said nothing. They would have never known who you were talking about. Or is it better that they do know and they know you're a retard, that you're insane, that you're a lunatic? Is it better that they know or better that they don't know? I don't know. Either way, I got my evidence. You have nothing. Everything you showed to them, I was able to, in a couple minutes, destroy. Even the email addresses that you claim They do not match. And those of you who know how to look up email addresses, I'm sure you have. You know, everyone has a number or a letter, and they all not the same. And they can be cloned, but then you got to match the IP address, and you can't do it. You got to prove I sent it, and you can't do it. So I'm not worried. I ain't worried at all. Let somebody knock on my goddamn door with no proof. Let somebody knock on my door. He's telling you about the BCPD. I already had somebody come out here. I still got the card from the officer in my wallet. I carry it wherever I go. Because see, the one thing Kenneth Bird not telling you is, those of you who don't know, I done live streams wherever I go. We haven't done any live streams because the chair carried the camera. We was on the bike carried the camera. Or I would have it on my helmet. I'm on foot now. I'm not using the chair. I'm on foot now. Where am I going to carry the camera? To where everybody don't know. I'm live streaming. So I bought a little mini camera. And we've been using it, you know, we've been using it the past, we've been using it the past couple trips. Matter of fact, I'm tired of Kenneth Bird. Do I still got it in the memory? And it, the last video, do we still got it in the memory? Because I already uploaded it. But did we delete it? No, it's still there.
She said, Father, Father.
I see, I don't like that microphone.
Father, Father.
Oh, we're going to get flagged for this.
A superstar. A superstar. It's a mother from my father, boy. What's going on?
Fast forward.
No, Nanny.
We are on foot. A month ago, this walk would have killed me. Now it's nothing.
Father, thank you. Come on there. That's not a bad song.
Now y'all see the camera sideways. I made an adjustment. Hold on. That's me in the gym right there. Sucker for oxygen. Y'all see me on lifting weights?
Everybody in. I was trying to think if there ever anything we want to walk there. We'll walk down there.
That is like having a.
How you work this
It
thing
remind
out?
me of the body
First
cam.
of all, before we do anything, before you even sit down, it's on 220. Ain't no one in hell you gonna be able to do 220. Alright, so what we do then? Oh, okay.
But y'all can see me in the gym working out.
Look like you bother with that. Alright, come on. Oops.
I don't know if I'm gonna do the rides home, but this ride home was boring.
5247 yes.
I couldn't get the seat I wanted, and y'all can't see nothing.
For Mr. John, Francine Johnson left early, so can you see that check off?
Y'all can't see nothing. Yeah, I don't like sitting right there. I might not even record on the bus no more. Yeah, that's terrible. But y'all see it straight. That was the key, Mr. My buddy gave me a chain, and I can hook it on the chain, and that's why it's straight. Whereas if I take you back, you see it sideways?
Not perfect, but better. Now let's do the opposite. It's gonna be a little harder. Let's do the other shit. These two things is way too long. Yeah, way too long.
Did we already go to the store already? Oh yeah. So I did it when we came out the store. Okay.
What's going on?
Alright. So I'm in the gym now. Y'all see I'm working out. Look at that, Kenny. Real equipment, Kenny. Real equipment, sir. But anyway, as Ken would say, anyway, at the end of the day. Anyway, at the end of the day. Hey, y'all, we got our channel back. Oh, we almost done with Kenny. Hold on, let him finish.
Make sure that you get caught. Why? Because he knows that when you get caught, especially what we're doing at the end of the day, working with the Lord, prosecute you, you're going to go to jail. And if you end up in the
Look at them cheap shoes he wearing.
You know what's going to happen to you there. Especially once you're filing for sexual harassment charges, which means you end up on one of those lists. You have to file as a sex offender. If you end up as a sex offender, and you end up in the prison system, you know what happens to your time.
This how you know Kenneth Bird was either molested as a child, he was molested in the jail, or he's a molester himself. He talks about child molestation too much. No man should talk about child molestation as much as Kenneth Bird does. Nobody should.
And you were sending pictures to kids, posing as being a minister. That's not gonna go well. You know how they treat people like that in there. And the devil knew that. That's why he had you strip down your underwear, send pictures over, which we used against you, and he had you send them to that apartment where their kids at. And we did file for you as being a sex offender. Pretty soon your name and face is coming up on one of those lists.
Well, number one, I don't know who Mr. Williams is. They ain't no Mr. Williams. But number two, it take me seconds to prove I opened my door. I go, knock yourself out, Kenny. All you doing is giving me a defamation charge to put on you. That's all you doing. The more you talk, the more letters and emails you send, you just sealing your own fate. But that same paper trail will come back and bite you in the butt. That same paper trail that you leaving is going to come back and bite you in the butt. You're going to be the one hurting, Kenneth Bird, not me. You're going to be the one hurting. I'm not going to be inconvenienced at all. It's going to take me a couple seconds to prove. It's going to take me a couple seconds to prove. Couple seconds to prove. Couple seconds, Kenny. Couple seconds to prove, sir. You, on the other hand, let's say somehow you got the money. Somehow, let's say some idiot from Cambodia bought some of your screen paint and you actually had money to do what you've been saying you were going to do. You were going to hire a lawyer. Say you had got, say some dummy from overseas bought your paint and you was able to get enough money to file these charges. Then what? What you gonna do then? You gonna waste the money. They gonna come down here looking for a man that's not here, that don't exist. They gonna come back. Then what? What you gonna do then? What are you gonna do then? You liar? What are you gonna do? When you send whoever you send, the bounty hunter, the Marine, whoever you sending down here from Pennsylvania, whoever you send, because it ain't gonna be the BCPD. They already know about you. We know it ain't that. So who you gonna send? Who will you send? They already know about you, Ken. You're already on file down there. Like a complaint number and everything. I told the officer that you was a retard. So, first of all, you're not looking for me. That's your first problem. Let's say you was to get lucky and I was to come downstairs while they were there. And they go, hey, that's him right there. What's your name, sir? And I tell them, oh, no, that's not him. That's the wrong name. Then what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Kenny? Because I'm not gonna say, hey, Ken Bird send you? I'm not stupid like you is. I'm gonna sit there and laugh. You around walking. Because chances are, if I'm coming downstairs, I'm coming to get on the bus. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, they ain't get on the bus. But they ain't there looking. I don't know. There's I was out there playing music. It was like, there's a guy that looked like the guy you said. He's out there playing music. You know, well, the names don't match, so we couldn't do nothing. That was probably him. Well, the names don't match. What could we do? Yeah, you gotta account for that, Kenny. That's why I say, before you come on YouTube running your mouth, you gotta make sure you can back up what you say. I can back up what I say. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it. Because first off, your first problem is everybody know where I live at. I do mobile live streams. For you to say you don't know where I live at, that you needed an envelope to tell you, kills your credibility. Anybody can know. I look about your mobile live. Any mobile live will tell you where I live. The mobile lives tell you where I go. The mobile lives tell you where I hang out at. Even though I can't carry a camera full time anymore, I still carry a camera. Matter of fact, let me show it to y'all. I'm sorry, y'all can't buy one, but you can buy the equivalent because they're out of them. That's nothing personal, they're just out of them. I think I got the last one. Go to Amazon, please. Go to orders. Now, they got this one for $9.99. That's what I paid. I paid $9.99. And it came with a 64 gig card, which we don't even use. We got a 512 gig for when we had the 360. So we just took it out of 360 camera. But this is what we use right now. Last purchase, April 9th. And y'all see it's currently unavailable. So you can't get that exact one. But they got one here for 27. There's one there for 29, 28, 31. I'm probably going to step it up. I'm thinking about getting a new electric bike too. But I don't know, ain't nothing wrong with the old one. This is cute right here. See, the problem is I got a pacemaker, so a lot of the body cameras have magnets. The magnets will hold it, hold it on your body. And I can't have magnets near the pacemaker. It's dangerous. But this is cute. See how you got the lanyard? You can put it around your neck. Like I said, I haven't learned how to do it, but there are ways to flip the, even if it's sideways, it's ways to flip it. But anyway, as long as I got a record of where I'm going, I'm happy. So it ain't got to be perfect. For me, it ain't got to be perfect. So it's just when somebody say, hey, you were such and such, I can still say, hey, what day? And I can say, hey, well, I was here. I was out doing this. I don't know what you're talking about. So that's the reason why I do the mobile lives. Oh, Kenny, that's going to kill you too. That's going to kill you too, Kenny. By me recording every time I come out, you got to match up where I was. Meaning you can't say I sent you a letter from Michigan on one date when I can prove that I was here in Maryland. Well, how the hell was he giving you something from Michigan and here in Maryland? How was he in Tennessee when he was in Maryland? How was he in Virginia, North Carolina, Minnesota, Michigan? How am I in all these places and yet I'm doing a live stream in Baltimore? That's another problem you got, sir. You got a lot of work to do, Kenny. I want to see how you gonna make this work. I'm curious to see how you gonna make it work, sir. That's another reason why I record. I don't record for YouTube to make money. I record to be able to prove where I was. But anybody thinking about getting one, this only $9.99. And it's free delivery. Now, I don't want to get flagged. So pause that music. Y'all give you no memory card? See, these ain't the best cameras in the world, but they do the job. Now later on, I might upgrade to something nice. You know. Oh, they got magnets, so I can't use them. I can't use that. They got a magnet on it. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm glad I didn't get that one. It got magnets on it. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't get that one. Well, I said you gotta be careful. To get out here, you gotta be careful. I do anyway.
Fernando, that what got you too. We had to go over and send us an email confessing that you are undocumented. Right now, I told you, that email went out to other agencies. But not only that, he's going to go to your landlord. And I guarantee your landlord told you not to tell anybody about your situation, which you did. And if she finds out that that address and that apartment has been reported to ICE, you're out of there. She finds out that you bragged about and threatened people and broke the law, you're out of there. I guarantee you. So he's scared now. He's in a bad situation because he doesn't have this document, this paperwork. The minute the bench warrant goes off, you're going to be in a situation where you're going to have to figure out how to get here, or you're going to get deported. So what are you guys going to do? So the thing that I told you and explained to you, the devil is not your friend. The devil is your enemy. The devil's been trying to get rid of you for a long time. And what you get at the end of the day was you gave him all the necessary tools.
Ken, all you doing is talking about yourself. You do all that preaching when you listen to the devil. The devil tells you every day you're going to sell that paint and you don't sell it. And you still come back in. If God was blessing you, you wouldn't be homeless. If God was blessing you, you wouldn't have them raggedy clothes on in the Goodwill. If God was blessing you, you wouldn't be crying about Crow and Mr. Williams and Philippian and whoever else. You wouldn't be crying about them, crying like a little baby. Instead of sitting there trying to figure out how to make that paint look like something, why don't you do your research and find out what's going on? Because you only look at the titles, you don't watch the videos, you idiot. And the fact that you keep saying the same stuff over and over again means that you watch very little. You keep talking about Crow saying on the better things, keep talking about the best of the best. These are phrases from one video you probably watched a part of. You don't do your research. I do my research. That's why I can come talk about you confidently. I might be wrong on a couple things, but I'm more right than I am wrong. And the reason is, I'm a loser just like you are. I got the power of the Holy Spirit driving me. What's driving you, Ken? Satan? That's who drives you to keep going every day. Keep coming out here making a fool of yourself every day. Keep not getting no sales every day. Keep ranting and raving about other people who eat good, who actually get a meal, while you cry about having nothing. Ain't you sad, Ken? Are you mad, Ken? YouTube say I'm cyberbullying you. But you come on here and threaten multiple people. I'm only banging on you. You come on here and bang on 8 people. YouTube don't say nothing. Talking about you walking around with hollow points. I was waiting for you to say you waiting for somebody to get off a plane so you could get us. I was waiting for you to say. And I got news for you. If I want to come to Allentown, Pennsylvania today, I could come. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. I'm not Mr. Williams. Why would they stop me? Why would they stop me? I'm not Mr. Williams. I say it again. You retarded?
You get the job done.
He almost done.
All right, we're done with this little chat. I'm finished here. I'm gonna go back. I got some videos and stuff I gotta upload real quick. I got some business I gotta take care of. Gentlemen, summer's coming. See you in court. It's all to it. All right, good now.
All right, y'all. That's it for Kenneth Bird. Kenneth Bird said he got to go upload some more videos. Ain't nobody buying nothing. What are you uploading videos for? Nobody's buying nothing. Seriously. Nobody ain't bought nothing since November. Who are you uploading them for? Who are you making videos for? That's why you keep talking about Crow and stuff from 5 years ago. Ain't nobody buying your paint, Kenny. You're done. Do you realize, Ken, that I have people all over the world singing about you? Calling you loser, bum, and scrub. You realize that I've used some of the most famous songs I played them inserting you in the lyrics. Anything to reach people, let them know how to buy your paint. That's why you ain't got no sales. I ain't the only one. But I can tell you, if you can get anybody black to buy your paint, I will personally take it as a hit. Because there's many R&B songs that I use to sing about how bad your paint is. If somebody dumb enough to buy it, I feel like I let them down. I feel like I let them down. And I can't even say that because I've used white people songs too. Well, Welcome Back Carter, Hit the Road Jack. To reach more people. Not just the people in this sector. I reached out around the world, sir. Football, basketball, NBA, MMA, WWE, AEW. I'll cover them and switch you in. I ain't done that in a while, but you two ain't paid my money. That's why I don't even care about you two. They ain't getting my money. They owe me. You two owe me some money. But I ain't gonna say nothing. They can keep it. I think that's why I keep getting strike and they ain't getting their money. I was making them money. We were getting like 5,000, 6,000 views on some of them shit. I was making YouTube some money. They ain't making no money off me now. I ain't making no money off them. Hey, I'm good. That's why if getting flagged don't even bother me anymore. Because I ain't monetized, so I ain't getting paid. Well, why do I care about getting flagged? Go to another channel. You know what I mean? Doesn't affect me anymore. It used to be, you know, when I needed YouTube for some extra money. Now we don't need it. So Doesn't bother me like it used to. Like, whatever. But it was nice to have it clear. It only lasted for 2.5 months, but we had the channel clear. No copyrights, no strikes. That's the first time that channel ain't had no strikes. None. I mean none in years. I knew it wasn't gonna last long. That's the first time we ain't had no strikes in years. So I knew it wasn't gonna last long. So I said, well, can't even get mad about it. Can't even get mad about it. Yeah, now. Somebody was coming in their drawers. So now we have to wait till July to be clear again. We have to go without getting another strike till July. Like, God damn. We have to go all the way to my birthday. Right before it. When we get rid of the strike. We can still use the channel. And if we get another strike, then we can't use it for 2 weeks. And then if we get a third strike and have 3 strikes in a 90-day period, supposedly they take the channel. It'll never come to that point because I can just switch to another channel. Now, if I was monetized, I wouldn't even came back on here. I would have waited until that strike went away. But I ain't monetized, so if I get another strike, we just retire the channel till July and just be on the other ones. Because I have a channel dedicated to Kenny that we ain't even using. That's why I said there's nothing for me to switch over. It doesn't bother me to get flagged. It bothers Kenny because he ain't got he can't live stream nowhere else. He can't even get 41 subs in a. He can't get 50 subs on the other channel. 50 subs. What's the matter? You can't buy them no more, Ken? You couldn't get 50 subs. My channel was down for a week, and we picked up 2 subs. Channel was down since last Tuesday. Last Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. We picked up 2 subs. So let that marinate. Ken the Bird was live streaming on that channel, and he had, 42 subs? He couldn't get 8 subs in a week. But on his big channel, he got 21,000 subscribers. You couldn't get 8 people to come over and follow you on your channel? That means you bought your subs. That would tell me you bought your subs. You switched over to your other channel and you couldn't get the 50. So you can live stream. None of your 21,000 subscribers will help you out. I'm making videos making fun of you. And nobody helped you. And you got 21,000. Come on, Ken, 21,000 subscribers. And you couldn't pick up 8 subs in a week on the channel you broadcasting on. But my channel was dead for a week and picked up 2 subscribers. You were making video after video on that channel, short after short, and you couldn't pick up 8 subs. That's just sad. That's sad. Matter of fact, if anybody wanna, not that it really matters, but if anybody wanna help us out, we need 17 subs to hit 1,600. So if anybody not subbed and you watch this video, hit the sub button. It don't cost nothing. Hit the like button. It don't cost nothing. Or hit the dislike button. It don't cost nothing. I'm just on here hanging out. We going to Costco's tomorrow after the gym, so I'll probably get a slice of pizza and a soda. If somebody would like to hit the Cash App, it's only for $3. Somebody want to hit the Cash App for $3? Then between me and Ken, if somebody hit it, thank you. If nobody hit it, thank you. That's the difference. I'm going to get it regardless. That's the difference. Friday, we're going to the restaurant. With tip. It's $13.20. If anybody would like to hit the Cash App for $13.20, 5, 1, it don't matter. I'll appreciate it. And if you don't, what you don't see, you understand what I'm saying? You don't miss. That's how I look at it. It would be nice. Just like I said, if I can't get 2 gallon teas out of Costco, we're gonna have to walk over to the Giant. And we'll go over to the Giant and we'll get the teas from Giant. I know I'm hooked on the teas, and I'm hooked on them. I ain't even trying to front. I'm hooked on them. So, and no, it's not regular tea. We either get 0 sugar or we get diet. We do not get sweet tea. We do not get extra sweet tea. It's either. And I try to drink. If I have a 64-ounce bottle of tea, I try to follow it with a 64-ounce bottle of water. I try to be even. You know what I'm saying? I try to be even with it. Like I said, I don't know if y'all can see it in the video, but I had on a Raven t-shirt that I bought back in 2022. I had it on. Let me tell you, there was so much room in that shirt. It felt like I was wearing a muumuu. I mean, the shirt was just hanging off me. You know what I'm saying? You ever see somebody that like a bum get their clothes from the Goodwill, and it just, you know, whatever they had, he just threw on there and it don't fit them, and it's just too big for him. That's how that shirt was looking. It just looked like, God darn. And it was a 4X. It was just hanging on me. I mean, I was trying to work out. It was getting in my way. I was like, man. That's why I say, shoot, little by little. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening. Little by little. It's happening. It is happening. Yeah. Like I said, hopefully by the end of this summer, I'm hoping to have a flat stomach. We'll be near it, and I'm hoping to have guns. I'll be lifting them dumbbells, pushing on weights. I'll be shadow boxing with the weights though, but I ain't gonna front. I'll be using 10-pound dumbbells to shadow box with, and also jog at the same time, just to even it out. These things I do. So all right, y'all. This is Revbrothaderrick. Let me go get out of here. Tomorrow we got the gym. Then we're going to Costco. So I will have the footage. It won't be live, but I'll have the footage if y'all want to come check it out. So, Kenneth Bird, get a life, man. It's good to have our channel back. Hold on, let me get some comments. Wait a minute. Can't leave nobody hanging. Pandalicious says, and in this part of the live, he's talking about me. He said, he's an idiot. Wait a minute. He said, he's an idiot. J doesn't stand for junior. JR stands for Junior. Pandalicious, Kenneth Bird is all smoke, man. He all smoke. All smoke, no fire. Kenneth Bird ain't got the money to do anything. And he don't have the patience to do research. He just hears something and run with it. He don't look it up and say, hey, wait a minute. It doesn't make sense. Let me look. He doesn't. To this day, he still think that me and Partey have a problem. Partey made a video called, he called Kenneth Bird a scammer. And then he put at Minister, at Crow, at the guy next door. Kenneth Bird think that he calling me a scammer. Well, why ain't he calling Crow and Silent and the other people that he named in the video? Why ain't he calling them scammer? He knows that don't make no sense. But that's why he's saying me. He's saying me and Partey have a problem. But you watch the video, Partey is roasting Crow. I mean, he's roasting Kenny. So, how can me and Partey have a problem when he talking about Kenny? Anybody? I'll listen. The whole video was about Kenny. So how can me and Partey have a problem?
Power off.
But because he added me in the title, and Kenneth Bird didn't watch the video, Kenneth Bird think that it's a video about me when it's a video about Ken. He don't do his research. That's why it's going to be easy to beat. And the lies he tell. He said he got Mr. Williams' fingerprints. He said Mr. Williams is a felon. Mr. Williams is a scammer. Mr. Williams is a hustler. Mr. Williams is a fake preacher. All these things, he ain't proved nothing. For the life of me, why does he go back to that Facebook page that he know there ain't nothing on it from April of 2022? That's the latest thing on there. Something out of April of 2022. Before I even knew anything about screen projection. It wasn't until February of 2023 that I came into Kenneth Bird's chat. Right? So, why does he keep talking about them videos off that Facebook page? Why ain't he talking about the videos I got now? As many videos I've done on Kenneth Bird, he ain't showed not one of them. And there's a reason for it, ladies and gentlemen. There's a reason why he need me to be Mr. Williams. He want to scare people from coming to my page. That's why he wants to learn my videos. My videos show beyond a reasonable doubt why he a scammer, why he a bum, and why his paint don't work. And it's beyond reproach. You cannot watch my demonstrations on Kenneth Bird demonstrations and say Kenneth Bird paint, it worked fine. You can't do it. You cannot do it. The white mouse don't lie. He can try and tell you it's not blue, it's green. He can tell you his colors ain't dull. I'll show you they are. In your face, point blank. That's why he don't want nobody to come to my channel. He's scared for you to come to my channel. Because I tell you the truth. Not only about his paint not working, I'll also tell you why he a crudball. His little ego can't handle it. That's why he don't send. He be afraid to post my video because he might send somebody over here. Well, let me go see what else he got. Yeah, that video was interesting. Let me see what else he got. And then guess what? They're gonna be like, oh my God, yeah, this guy paint you suck. Oh yeah, he ain't lying. Oh my goodness, dude. And the lies I catch you in. Yeah, he lied about that. Yeah, he was a liar. Oh goodness. I ain't buying no paint from this man. That's why you ain't got no sales, bum. You ain't got no sales. You keep talking about you still got your company. You ain't making no sales. Look at your company. Loser. You ain't making no money, Ken. Can I tell you something, Ken? And I shouldn't say this. Between Mr. Williams and the young dude, I've done something that you ain't done. I actually made some money off YouTube. Where yours at? I ain't got to say how much because you ain't made nothing. I ain't got to say how much because you ain't made nothing. You ain't had a sale since the middle of November 2025. And now Crow says that you got him 12 sales. Everybody making money but Ken. Everybody making money but Ken. Let that marinate. Everybody making money but Ken. If anybody want to hit the cash app, I can rub it in Kenny's face. Do it. If not, don't worry about it. Oh, nobody dumb enough to buy his paint, I'm happy. If I get him stop preaching, well, he ain't doing it. And he's still doing it. He's still trying to preach. And he telling himself. And even if I don't get you locked up, you still going to have to deal with God. He admitting that he can't do nothing. He don't even realize it. He telling you he can't do nothing to you. That's why he go into the God going to get your stuff. Because he know he ain't got the money. It take money to do what Ken talking about doing. Not to mention, who won't care? I don't care about no screen paint. He ain't got no sales. I wish somebody would say something about his company. I mean, like, he ain't got no sales. What company? How am I hurting him? How my videos hurt Get a Bird? He ain't got no sales. He would have to lose something. Do y'all understand? He would have to lose something. He ain't got no sales. What is he losing? He ain't got no sales. He got nothing to lose. He'd be like, well, you know, I was selling 100 a month. Then this guy said something about me. Now I'm only selling 10. He ain't selling nothing. Nothing. So what is he suing about? He talk about my company. You ain't got no company. What company? It's company in name only. How many sales you got? None. But then you ain't got no company. Yeah, you got a website. Well, you know, I do got a company. How many people work for you? I thought a company was where people made money and people come to work to make money. You're not making no money and nobody depends on you. Nobody working for you. Where's the company? You ain't got one, you bum. You got a Wix website. You have a Wix website, sir. That's it. A Wix website that only crow people go on to harass you. That's what you got. I don't know nobody take you seriously. You're a joke. You're a joke on the internet. You're a joke. You are a joke. There's no nice way to say it. You are a freaking, you're a joke. You're a joke, you're a loser, you're a bum. A joke, a loser, a bum. Get a bird is a joke, a loser, a bum. He's a joke, a loser, a bum. Hey, he's a joke, a loser, a bum. What are you, Ken? A joke, a loser, a bum. What are you? A joke, a loser, a bum. That's what you are, sir. You get mad all you want. And damn thing you can do about it, bum. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm gonna call you. Ain't gonna call nobody. All you can do is call. Call, email, and send letters. Because you broke. I know you be struggling to get the money for the stamp. Every letter you send, you piece of crap. All you can do is just email. Email and make phone calls. Nobody care about no screen paint with you. Yeah, you talk about some 15% done, 10% done. I don't understand how the ad tech was there going 15% done. It was 20% done. Then it was 15% done. 15% done for like 6 months. And then it's 100%. Yeah, whatever, Ken. He's just full of crap. Alright, y'all. This is Revbrothaderrick here. I wanted to make sure I stayed awake. What time is it? 4:10. Because the bus is coming to bring me home at 5. So I wanted to at least make sure that I was up. That was the key. To make sure I was up. And we have done that. We are up. And like I said, Kenneberg, you brought another guy in, Pandalicious. You just pick up more and more enemies. Why is that? Why do you pick up more and more enemies? And there's something I could tell you, but I ain't gonna tell you. Because I want to see you send somebody down here. I want you to waste your money sending somebody down here so they can go back home empty-handed. I'm waiting. I want you to spend your money. I want you to spend your money sending somebody down here and watching them come back to Pennsylvania empty-handed. And here you come on, I bet you won't mention it, but I will. When security tell me that somebody was down here looking for Mr. Williams, because they already know about Mr. Williams. So come on, send them on down. We are aware. We're waiting for you, Kenny. Make that move. Until you make this move, I'm going to keep my foot on your neck. It's more fun to have my foot on your neck. You ain't got no money to take. I'm having fun watching you squirm, watching you wiggle, watching you try to survive. You need to be in jail with the 3 hots and the cot. That's what you need. You need to be in jail with the 3 hots and the cot. That's what you need, sir. To be in jail with the 3 hots and the cot. You need to be in a homeless shelter. You need to stay there. Save some money up. But nope, you won't. You're going to put every dime you got into this paint that don't work. Into this dream of ad tech. This dream of ad tech. Dream. But all Kenny do is scream. You just dreaming. Dreaming you're going to make some money. It's a dream. Isn't that sad? Don't you? How you feel like a man? How do you feel like a man knowing you ain't got 2 pots of piss in the mist? You ain't got 2 pots of piss in a mist. Seriously, Kenneberg doesn't have 2 pots of piss in the mist. Alright, y'all, let me get out of here. Miss Birthday. I apologize, y'all, for the not having it. I should have had this right. But, yeah, nah. I ain't. You know, first time back, I ain't feel like fooling with it. Get over it. Minister Revbrothaderrick, we out. Y'all have a great one. Peace, everybody. Thanks for commenting, Pandalicious. We out. Hey. Thanks for watching, everybody. We gone.